Hello, everyone, and welcome to Call of fucking Cthulhu. We're here today on Encounter Roleplay. My name is Lindy, and I am your keeper of arcane lore. We don't have Jess today because she's busy because she has a life. And so let's go around and meet the rest of these poor unfortunate souls. Have the misfortune of being my players today. Let's start off with Crumpler64. How you doing today, man?
I was doing alright, but now I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm Crump64. I am playing the character Baxter Wiggins, artist hired as cartographer in this adventure, who is now recovering from possible PTSD from the World War, and now has possible lightning powers, which he has to figure out at some point what they do.
Yep. I'm really glad you said PTSD from the war, not PTSD from you being my DM. But yeah, let's go over to the fantastic conversion today.
Hello, everyone. Everyone, thanks for coming back here. I am Jimmersion online. Jim Moreno out here in Meat Space. And in this game, I am Hunter Merrill, the barely hanging on survivalist. And today's magic number is 16. As in 16 sanity and 16 luck.
Oh, they matched up. That's cute.
Yep.
That's cute. You know who's also cute? My cousin Pro Restarter.
Hey, cousin.
Hey, cousin.
Right back at ya. Well, you know, I also have PTSD of Lindy being my GM.
You're welcome.
But anyway, it's super great to be here back playing Hayden Stewart, ace pilot, can't shoot a Nazi if they stand still. You know, just great. So good. That's me.
Excellent. And the next person to make cry, we've got Hollowtail.
I'm here. My eyes are wet and ready, and I'm here to play some Call of Cthulhu. So yeah, it's good to be back again. I'm here to play Ashley Reed, my Irish occultist from a Nazi future apocalypse, who's made some very good friends in the last session and is very confused about everything that is going on. But he's met some strange medical things to help him with a ritual, so that's pretty sweet.
It'd be awesome. Nothing could go wrong with this plan. Before I go over the Vega plan that we have, let me remind you of our sponsors today. We're sponsored by Fantasy Grounds, Encounter Roleplay's virtual tabletop of choice. All of the dice rolls you see over here, they're on Fantasy Grounds. We're also sponsored by Wayland Games, waylandgames.co.uk. They've got minis and shit. They've got all sorts of cool stuff. You should check out their website. You can use it for all your in-person tabletop gaming needs when you don't need a virtual tabletop. Also, tabletop loot. We hit 20 retweets. We give away a set of baller tabletop loot dice, so you should definitely go check them out, because they're awesome. I like them. But yeah, I also like this game. So let's just do a recap. See if I can remember everything that happened last week. It's been a long week. So y'all are in Antarctica, and you're in this tower that's Elder Things made. There's a god in a trap thing, Elder Outer Being thing, and sorry, it's the worst recap ever. You guys found out about this Nazi apocalypse future, and the doctor Sebastian just died. He got exploded by an electric eel. He was just laying there on the floor. Few people were laying on the floor, actually, whether due to intoxication, just almost being dead, or being actually dead. And then Ash kind of just tripped out of the same thing that the electric eel had swithered out of, and was like, top of the morning to you. And they all were like, who the fuck are you? He's like, I'm from the Nazi apocalypse, and I'm here to help. And they were like, I guess that's cool. And they teamed up, and now they're adventure buddies, and they went upstairs to go parlay with the Elder Things. They brought Lois's head with them, which is good, because they needed to put that on the wall, you know, like a Band-Aid, patch it, because the tower was going to fall, and if that happens, Nazi apocalypse happens. And they made a deal, they made friends, and they kind of caught Ash Reed on what's happening, but not super much. So he's a bit confused still. And we've got 2 NPCs sleeping downstairs. But they all just made a deal and kind of repaired something. And then the Elder Things were basically like, we're too cool for you, so here's our project manager that's gonna help you with this while we actually go do the work, because we can't trust you all to do it. Filthy humans. And summoned Ziggy, which is now it is apparated out of darkness and smoke, and it kind of looks like a bright star field. And you see that it is a sheep. A sheep made out of starlight and astral dust. It's standing there in this foyer, basically.
Has everyone seen sheep made of astral dust and star things? Just to guess that it's that, but look at that thing. It's weird.
Yes, it's quite strange. I don't know exactly what. My head still hurts from that weird intrusion that I had with them.
Are you having your brain sucked?
I mean,
I'll do that to you.
it's more than I expected. Yes.
I can imagine why. It's a wonder that you're even still not scrambled. Must be strong up there.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk about it. It's quite. I'm just gonna get into jokes with at least 5 fucking seconds. Right? Trying to be good.
Look, everything's serious here, Aiden.
Yeah.
So this stardust sheep basically comes like float trotting up to y'all and goes, "Hi there. My name is Ziggy. You all would be."
Well, I'm Ash Reed. It's nice to meet you, Ziggy. And what are you?
Well, I'm a sheep.
I can see that, but what else?
Oh, an astral guardian. It's fine.
Oh, is that all? Yes, right. What does that mean exactly?
Yes.
I could explain it to you guys, but it'd probably take a while. I do a lot, just making sure planes don't collapse in on themselves, etc. So on and so forth. Keeping gods of chaos where they belong.
So you're like this divine entity with a mass power?
Oh no, I wouldn't go anywhere near that far. Not divine or anything. I'm just a guardian. Kind of like a bouncer. Like if you were at a bar and you wanted to get in, and they're like, "Oh, hold on a minute there." That's basically what I do. But astrally speaking.
Right. That's the astral voice you chose. Okay.
It's the one you guys hear. Everyone hears something different. This is easier for it's the one of the least threatening voices that I could think of for humans. I've tried a lot. They didn't really prefer this voice sometimes. So I just went with this one. It's much more disarming.
Oi. So,
I mean,
I've seen a lot of weird shit, but this is...
have you? I don't...
Oh, yes, some very weird things.
At least everyone else is seeing it, right? Everyone else is seeing this?
And of course they do. It's like the arguing with Hunter.
What?
Oh, you don't see that very well. In which case, it's a pleasure to meet you, Ziggy. I'm sure you're great. If you're here, maybe it's a good time to ask if you could help us with, the one downstairs.
Oh yeah, he's a real nasty one.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. The outer thing saw my plan, and they agreed that they'd help us with the Nazis. Are you also going to help us with them?
Oh sure. Yeah, I've seen a couple of post-apocalyptic futures involving those guys. They just harness that chaos right up to a machine. Just suck it, slurp it right out. It's not pretty. Pretty sure you're from one of the futures. How'd you? Yeah, you know what? You probably just slipped through one of the cracks. It's fine. I won't tell management.
He just kind of looks distant as he's reminded of the Nazi post-apocalyptic world that he came from in the horror scene, and then just kind of shakes his head slightly. Yes, I followed a swithering eel, sort of like a whole pass between the time.
You those swithering eels. Can't trust them. Real shifty.
No. Aye, real slithery people.
Mm. But anyways, yeah, you guys are gonna try to, fix the place up, I hear.
Aye, I believe that is our plan, to make sure that the thing below never gets out.
That's a solid one. Good luck to you, but so you got to fight some pre-Nazis before they become full-on, chaos Nazis, chaos eldritch Nazis.
That sounds bad.
All right.
Yes.
So I guess we'll need some to do some reconnaissance, I guess, and then maybe get some prep. Y'all have weapons and stuff.
Will they help us? The elder ones.
Well, they're getting ready for the ritual right now. I'm here to kind of formulate a game plan that you guys can follow, because they don't, to be honest, they kind of underestimate your intelligence slightly on occasion. So I'm here to kind of just oversee the game plan to make sure that you're not overlooking any obvious loopholes or strategic flaws or anything. They don't really have a lot to lose, or they're not able to lose much, because there's not a lot of them right here that aren't, in a coma, underwater, or basically, on this continent all moving around.
Oh, okay.
Need a lot of effort to wake up the others.
Does sound like it.
Yes, perhaps making...
All their time right now is just keeping this thing, and kind of just gestures, stands on his back, 2 goat hooves, and just gestures at the wall with his front hooves. This thing's gotta stay operational till,
Right.
till it's time.
Till it's time. Yes. Well, we need to stop these Nazis from leveling up. So how do we do this?
Well, do you know what their camp looks like?
No, not myself, but do any of you?
I know what one of their rooms look like. Not the exact location, but I know it's either a ways away from our base location, or it's
Right.
on another pole.
All right. Well, I know that there was some kind of small conflict about, about a little over a decade or so ago. Didn't any of you take part in that? Involved a couple of continents.
Oh,
I guess you could call it that. It's a really small scale, though. I wouldn't, cosmically speaking, it's just real small.
as I guess more planetary.
It only involved like half of one planet.
Yeah, well, I
Real
guess.
small.
I believe you were right, Hunter.
So everybody looks over at Hunter and suddenly notice that he hasn't moved. He's just standing there with the first time you see him smile since the cook-off, the cookout we had. Just standing there kind of smiling at this starry goat. Yeah. That was me. I was there.
Are
Cool.
you alright, mate?
Oh, he's got a big smile on his face. I think he's just fine.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm
Not an expert on humans, though, so you might want to double check.
I mean, that's just not what I normally don't see you smiling, Hunter, ever.
Unless you got a secret stash of chocolate scorpions we don't know about.
No, I do wish. Should have kept some of those. Where can I find them again? I think we need to go back to Australia. Who's with me?
No, I think we need to go and stop the Nazis before they turn into super evil ones. Well, they already are, Eldritch Nazis. There we go.
Yes. Anything I guess now with the Eldridge word attached to it, it's just considered to be a top priority to stop.
Aye, indeed.
Germany's
no
on the way.
scorpions.
Isn't Australia kind of on the way to Germany? We could maybe swing by there.
It's a bit of a turn, I believe.
I mean,
But quite a bit of a diversion.
We have our own ship.
Hayden, can I speak to you for a moment?
yes.
Thank you. I just got something really personal that I need to talk to you about. And he'll take you aside.
And Hunter
like-
kneels down in front of this sheep and starts petting it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lou, we've got a new friend.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Long time no see, Ziggy. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you here. Just kind of go back and forth.
I hate it, but I love it.
So, Hayden. Actually, on second thoughts. Baxter, was it Mr. Artist Man?
Yes.
I need you to sketch a thing for me. Like a
You have to wait in line. I kind of have priorities here.
Oh yes, I've got some critique on your piece. Just come over here for a moment, please.
All right.
Right, thank you. I'll whisper it right in your ear, he says, and then as you get closer, he'll just kind of huddle in and be like, I think your mate's going crazy.
Oh shit!
I mean, he's petting the sheep. No one pets a sheep like that unless they're crazy or, well, crazy mostly.
I mean,
So what I'd say is you probably need to be careful because he looks like he's loaded with a lot of weapons. I also realise I just pointed at him and that might be a mistake. Is he that bad?
He's normally been... Oh, now the sheep's waving at us. Okay. This is just too conspicuous. Okay, just give me a moment. Hunter. I will go with the hunter.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Would you like to meet a friend of mine?
Sure, I think it's all the things we need right now.
It makes you feel a bit better, but I'll take out the flask.
Okay.
And unscrew it a little bit, and just.
You're a... Oh, thank goodness, there's not a lot of air in here.
I love and hate Goop so much.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It's Glob, right?
It's Goop. My name's Goop. Hi.
Yeah. Dude, this is Lou. You met Lou yet?
Hi. You seem a lot friendlier this time around. Did you lose more sanity?
I think you broke him.
I might have. Hey, hi. Let's be friends.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay. And Goop will kind of just like slurp out and just kind of sit on the floor.
I'll hold my hand out.
Okay. Sit there.
Ash, you seen this?
Over him over to the star sheet.
Oh yeah, and Baxter, I don't think you've seen Goop before either.
Oh, this is the first time.
This is your first time seeing Goop.
Can I see Goop?
What's your sanity?
It's like 80, so I've got eyes on it.
You cannot see Goop. But I will say you can hear Goop.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That's fine. Then in which case, like,
Because
I can't see
you are an occultist, so you can hear things, but you can only see Goop if you're in the 30s insanity or lower.
that makes sense. So he'll go. I can't see anything, but I can hear it.
Me and
You
Goop
not
have
see
been,
something like that?
Hi! Are you a friend too?
it's alright.
Nice.
Me and Goop's been together for a while since
Yeah.
since the oil rig drill machine.
We've been best friends ever since.
That's true. We have.
Yep.
And what I'll do without you, Goop? I'd kill everyone if anything happened to you.
Oh, you're so sweet, Hayden.
So I think it got a bit colder in here all of a sudden. So Baxter, my artist, my boy, he says and kind of grins at you.
Yes.
Do you also see this? And also, would you try and kill us all if something was to happen to Goop?
I don't know what the fuck that thing is, so if you take care of it,
God. That's fine.
You gained
So,
1 sanity, Hunter, for agreeing to be friends with Goop.
Game 1.
Friendship is
Yeah, I rolled a d4, I just happened to roll 1.
so we've got our noggins working correctly. These two seem to be losing a little more the gunny one than the not gunny one, which normally would be a massive concern for me. You're right, your eyes look a bit strange.
Sorry, just a lot of taking at the moment. We gotta shape a little
Right.
oil drop with eyes. I feel like I'm in a cartoon.
Can you harness that, Baxter? Can you harness the cartoon?
I got my witness as a cartoonist I can.
That's a boy. I shall turn away and just sort of walk over to the side a bit and just like internally have a crisis.
Where am I? What's going on?
This is the worst. But yeah, Goop kind of like sloops over to you, leaving a little oil slick trail that everyone can see behind him as he comes up to you, Baxter. Do you want to be my friend?
Oh, mind tell me a little bit about yourself? What was your name again?
My name's Goop, and I've been living in Hayden's flask for a little while because I don't have a home. But I just wish he'd open the cap a little more often because there's not a lot of air in there. But aside from that, it's pretty okay.
Do you,
Yeah.
by chance, have any family? Do you have a mother or father?
Well, I came from the Great Goop once upon a time, but that was a long time ago. And I've just been here, stuck here in Antarctica ever since.
All right. And how long have you been with Hayden? Do you know?
Ever since they went down and he was gonna sabotage the drill, the oil drill, basically. And I told him I didn't think that was a very good idea, because it wasn't. And he listened, and we've been best friends ever since.
It's like a month and a half now or some shit.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We have a great group and friends with Hayden for so long.
I've had friends since before that T-Rex got put underneath the ice.
Interesting. Well, it's pleased to meet you, Goop. If you have not heard already, name's Baxter Wiggins.
It's nice to meet you. I hear you draw really pretty pictures.
Yes, I'm working on one right now.
You're very talented.
Okay, we can be friends.
Okay. Yay! And you're gonna get
And I
some
just
sanity.
have like a little hand out to just kind of a little gesture, kind of like a handshake.
You gain 3 sanity. As you
Nice.
put a little Goop.
Right.
It's oily.
Ash,
Yes. How's it going?
would you like to meet
Shutting
Goop
ashes in the
alone?
corner, like.
It's like, how am I going to save the future if the past is so insane? And other things like that. I'm sorry, Mr. Sasaki, I am disappointed in you. You're such a good man, and I'm going to disappoint. Yes, Hayden. What can I do for you, friend? Pal, buddy.
Would you like to be friends with Goop too?
I would love to be friends with you. There's nothing in this world that I would want more.
I kind of like scoop Goop up and take him towards Ash.
I'll send Lou over there also.
Mm-hmm.
Hi to our, say hi to our new
Okay. Just floats over.
Yeah, he'll watch you. He'll give the one that he knows a nod, and then he'll be like, hold his hands out, like, what am I? Not like this.
Don't drop them, and I'll like slop them in.
You feel some weight and like an oily feeling in your hands, and you hear, "Hi, my name's Goop. I don't think you can see me though."
No, I can't, but it's good to meet you. My name is Ash Reed. I'm from the Nazi apocalypse. The future, horrible time, horrible place, but it's good. Oh, it is. It's very dangerous, but it seems that you're friendly. What are you? I can't see you. So
I'm a Goop.
What are you? You're a Goop. That explains everything. What do you do? What is your purpose here?
I make friends.
That is adorable. Well, it's good to be friends with you, Goop.
Yay!
Now then, I'm going to pass you back over to Hayden, because he seems to be very close friends with you, and so I think he'd love to have you back. Right,
Okay.
here you go, Hayden.
I take Goop back and
I'll open his hands.
I pat Goop and like.
Right.
You should really open the flask more often.
Well, now that everyone knows that you're here, I can just keep it open now.
Okay.
Oh, you might as well let all of our secrets air out.
Yeah, let him float around a little bit. Let you hear.
Yeah, I'll let Goop stay in my hand for a bit.
Okay, yeah. I'll just sit on your shoulder if you want for a little while.
Yeah.
Like a little oily parrot. Okay. And so,
Lovely.
well, that's been going on.
Every now and again, I dip my finger in Goop and oil my hair up.
It's perfect hair oil. Just perfect sheen. So everyone can see the oil trails. So it glistens.
Oh. A literal greaser. Just need to get the hair slicked.
Yeah, you know.
So Baxter is in his notebook, and you suddenly feel like a tug on the notebook. You look down, and there's Ziggy. He's like, "So what you doing there? What you drawing?"
I present the 2 drawings.
Not bad. Not bad. You got my good side, so it's a plus.
Well, it's just a quick sketch. I had to get everything in such a quick succession. You can't expect perfection in such a small amount of time.
Well, not from humans, anyways. But yeah. So, you said a hunter here was in the, what did you guys call it? The Great War?
Yeah, Great War, yes.
All right. Did you happen to see any German encampments? Because we can bet that this is a government-funded operation, that it's probably very similar in layout.
Yeah, the similarities are very on point.
So anybody want to drop a map of that? Might help with our plans. Because we got to find the right place to put the ritual circle. So, you know.
Yeah, it's something.
Aye.
We can't put the ritual circle here.
Oh no, it's gonna have to be on site unless you want to bring all the, the pre-Eldritch Chaos Nazis here, which I don't think is a good idea. Just saying.
Maybe not. So how do we go about this? Have we got any maps of this place, or are we going to be able to send somebody over to try and find one, get a layout of the place before we go, or are we just going to go in guns a-blazing and stuff?
That's what we got to figure out. They're getting the supplies back there, so
There's weapons.
Right.
Oh, they don't need weapons, but I think they got a couple extras lying around if you guys need some.
Aye, well, I think if we're going after something as numerous as we're going after, then I don't think this will do. He says, waving his little handgun.
No, and we could always head back to the camp as well and get some of the people that back us up.
Will we have time?
We gotta fly that way.
You guys have bought yourselves pretty much 2 weeks with the new faces added to the wall.
That's good.
Can you transport us there with, not like put my hands up, magic?
Well, I don't have thumbs, so sorry there. I can't quite, do the full ritual thing, but I can be useful in a couple of other ways. I have a couple
it's
of
just thumbs.
powers. I don't want to brag or anything, but I got a couple tricks up my wool.
Well, okay. I guess grab the equipment, get a detailed map, and scout out as much as we can. I don't know. I've never been in combat.
Well, maybe we can run you through some combat simulations to get you prepared and ready.
Right. I mean, I'm just a pilot who's trying to make it big in this crazy world.
We're all just something trying to get somewhere. All right.
I'll walk over to stand beside Hayden. He goes smile on my face. Stick with me. I'll keep you alive.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I turn away
Yeah, Ash gives you the eyes of just like, oh no.
Want to go through just some basic, combat protocols? I can give you a crash course.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I cut out for a second.
How long would that take?
Oh, I can just give you a quick demonstration. Not here though, because we don't want any, damage to the wall over there. But let's go down to one of the big chambers. This stone here is almost indestructible, so I don't think we have to worry about that.
Sounds interesting.
Starts
For a
trotting
refresher.
down the ramp.
Yep, Hunter follow right behind him.
Mm-hmm. So he will lead you to that big chamber that had the map on the floor of Antarctica and its prime and stuff. He goes, all right, so we can just do some quick run-throughs of evasive maneuvers if you'd like. So y'all can just line up over there, and then we can play it. Okay, I know this game. Heard you guys play this game on this planet. We can play red light, green light. So when I turn around, it's red light and you can't move. And when I turn my back, you can go. That's how you regularly play the game. But we're going to play the different version where you freeze. And when I turn around, you have to dodge out of the way of this. And he's going to, turn around and you're going to see lasers shoot out of its eyes and, across the room. You'll learn evasive maneuvers real quick.
Yeah, I don't think we need to use things that are going to hurt us. Because we're not that durable. I'm actually quite wounded still.
Oh, a little fragile. Well, then probably we should just get you guys some rest up. I can work with Hunter here, and maybe if you have anybody else with a Great War experience, we can draft up a typical Nazi encampment and do some reconnaissance and see how it differs from the current one we got up, if at all. They really like their order, so I doubt they've changed much about it. Very regimented. Until, they become Chaos Eldritch Nazis.
All right, I was going to say, I know of some of the future versions of it, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're a lot more organized before that happens.
Right, okay, yes, that makes sense.
So are there any stones, any loose stones, rocks?
There's a couple.
All right, so Hunter goes around and I start hardly snatching up, some good size rocks. Not all the same size, but some good size, palm size and stuff. And I'll bring those back over to a clear place on the floor. And
the floor's a giant map, so you can kind of, it's a prehistoric Antarctica, but you can kind of be like, okay, tower's here. This would probably be the pole. We know they have a camp near the pole. So.
All right, so it's the whole floor, right? The map is the whole floor?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Right. Yeah, so Hunter's running around with this, holding these rocks, and he runs over here. He looks real quickly. Is that right, Lou? Runs over to another spot, halfway across the room, sets down a couple more rocks. Going about doing that now.
Okay, so you're basically gonna do a mock-up stones on the floor of what that's probably laid out. Cool. What's everyone else doing while Hunter is getting this rock diorama?
When I have like six.
So you guys did take over Professor Lake's quarters. So if you wanted to just kind of get some more R&R, you could chillax there. Or here, and there's floor space.
Yeah, I think I relax where everyone else is, just so I can like kind of keep an eye on what's going on. But I definitely try and like relax and gain some health if I can.
Okay, yeah. Awesome. What about Baxter?
So Zay was asking for anyone with a World War experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
If
With
anything,
lots of tactics, battle campment, strategies, etc.
as much as Baxter doesn't want to admit this is something he could help with.
Does
So
he
I
have?
guess he can recount his experiences in the World War II thing to assist in any way. As much as he doesn't want to recount these, he knows this
Ziggy will
where
listen with rapt attention. And what about Ash?
So I believe he's probably gonna keep an eye on them for a bit and then decide, you know what, like they've got this, and he's gonna probably head back up a bit and kind of take a look around the tower and probably see if there's anything he can read.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, because he hasn't actually seen this place yet. So.
Yes. Did I give you points in Elder Cipher?
I think you did. Yeah, you gave me a few points in Elder Cipher.
Cool.
I
think I did.
I'm pretty sure you did. You gave me like 5 or something.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you can go around, you can read a little bit, like you recognize some of the words here and there, and you basically take the full tour of the tower. That lets you kind of put more pieces together about what's going on and the history of this place and all that good stuff. And you were asked to keep out of the nursery, though. There's a little keep out sign on the spiral stairway, like stairs going down. Between
he'll stay out of there.
Nursery. Looks almost like a caution wet floor sign, but it says keep out.
That's
nursery.
Right. If I'm heading down, then are we able to go into the room before the nursery?
Yes, you may.
Okay. I'm just wondering if I could spot anything in there, kind of have a look around.
Yeah, you guys didn't really look around that room super thoroughly, I don't think. So let me scroll up there a bit. Yeah. So you go into the room before the nursery, and it's actually looks to be like a workshop of some type. Give me a spot hidden.
Certainly can. And that'd be a 93. It's a fail.
Okay, so you're just kind of walking around. You see there's, again, a stone slab table with huge crystalline kind of forms on there. You can hear like a slight droning noise, probably coming from the crystals.
Okay.
You see they're, like, the two nearest tables are cluttered with stony discs, shallow bowls, tools of stone. It appears that like maybe they tried different crystal repair methods on some of these tables in the past, and they just really didn't get anywhere. And you don't really see much else in this room except that it's very cold. There's There's a few holes bored into the wall on the opposite side of the room. I can speak, and you feel cold radiating from these holes, and you can see that there's some ice kind of forming on the inside. It must be very cold outside. It's about 60 degrees in here Fahrenheit, so it's chilly. It's really cold.
Yeah, I'll kind of pull his jacket over himself a bit more, and after I have a look around here, he'll turn and he'll start to make his way back up and just take a casual stroll.
All right, you make your way back up. The lovely dear Lena and Dr. Percival Lake are tired and they have gone to sleep. But someone who's just woken up from her nap would be Miss Acacia Lexington.
Well,
So you would definitely bump into her as you kind of exploring down here.
well,
Well, hello there.
hello there, Miss Lexington, I
I
believe.
have a vague recollection of you. I apologize for my earlier behavior. I was a bit distressed and therefore resorted to intoxication to take the stress off myself. My name is Acacia
see.
Lexington. You are Mr. Reed, I recall?
Yes, very well remembered. Yes, Ash Reed. It's a
Yeah.
pleasure to meet you when you were sober as well, though you were just as charming when you were drunk, I'm sure.
Oh, thank you much. But I see you just wander around this place by yourself. Isn't that a bit dangerous? There are tentacle-headed, bit-limbed monsters running amok down here.
Yeah, there is that, but I live for danger, Miss Lexington.
Oh my. Well, you sound like my kind of man.
Maybe, but as for those things with the tentacles and the like, we're friendly with them at the moment, but we're best to stay clear, just so you know. We've had a word with them.
Kind of like a treaty, perhaps? Like a,
Oh, you can
hey,
call it
let's
that.
not shoot you. Don't shoot us. All right.
Exactly
That's
that,
good.
exactly that.
I did
Try
see
to-
Miss Lois practically consumed by some strange bathtub-like swamp creature. It was mighty disturbing.
Yes. I imagine that, yes, we've seen that and a couple of other things up there. It'd be best to stay in places you know, but I'd welcome you walking around with me if you want to look around. And the
Of
rest are
course.
training with an astral sheep, and
Pardon?
they're training with an astral sheep, like a star sheep, like a bouncer.
Right.
I know it sounds crazy, but it isn't.
Just a bit. But that, I've heard crazier things in the past 48 hours than you would believe. So I'm just going to roll with it for now. But yes, it is getting mighty dull down there. And then those two lovebirds down there. Mr. What was it? Dr. Professor, Scientist, Percival Lake, Boyfriend, whatever his full title was.
Boyfriend
It was
at
too
law,
many
yes.
names to recall. And that scientist lady, it was getting real friendly down there. So I figured I should take a bit of a stroll.
I can't
Don't
blame
mind
you.
if I
I imagine
accompany
it.
you.
Well, of course, by all means, it's better to walk with somebody than walk alone. I welcome
That's
it.
what I was buddy system. It's very
Body
practical.
system. Indeed. Still, anywhere you wanted to look at in particular, or are you just going to fall around and have a look? I was heading back up the way.
Sounds good to me. I just need to stretch my legs a little.
Aye, how is that? He says, kind of nodding to the leg.
Well, Hayden shot me in the leg.
Hayden did.
Expected better from he did indeed. There was a Nazi fella standing stock still right in front of him, and he shot me. I couldn't scarce believe it myself. I think he may have had a bout of what they're calling it snow blindness earlier, snow craze, something like that. Just
Maybe.
a spot of
Where I
insanity.
come from, they have no snow, so I've never heard of it, but maybe that's what it is. Well, it's a
Some
shame.
kind
that
of
you don't-
tropical island.
something like that. But as for Hayden, I'm pretty sure he meant to shoot the Nazi. I mean, I doubt he meant to shoot you in the leg, Miss Lexington.
It's not what it looked like.
All right, that might make me second guess that. He says he's a bit concerned. So,
I mean,
you've been with him for a while,
standing
right?
10 feet away from stock still, you'd think he could hit it with 3 shots, but no. Pow, right in my leg.
I mean, performance anxiety happens to some people, Miss Lexington.
Well,
It's a common problem.
apparently, but more common than I'd hoped. I just expected better from an ace pilot like himself, but, well, you seem to be rather competent, Mr. Reed.
Unless you put me in a plane and asked me to drive it, I couldn't do that to save my life.
Well, that's all right.
but-
I can fly the plane for you.
Oh, that's good. You're surprising me with every moment. Now, you've been with him for a while, have you?
Oh yeah, we practically joined forces as soon as we were on Antarctica. Now we came down in separate ships as there were some saboteurs running amok. It was a bit disconcerting, but we had a bit of a difficulty, and some of our supplies had been sabotaged on both sides, so we teamed up to work together to get this far, and well, I'm not gonna lie, kind of regret it. Should have just all packed up and gone home. But we're here now, so we gotta make the best of a bad situation.
Well said. Well said. Respectable. But in regards to that, has Hunter and Hayden always acted that way? They're looking a bit worse for wear, and I'm concerned for them.
Well, Mr. Hunter, Mr. Morrell, he has always been a bit of the strong, silent type. Not really my thing. But he's always flashing his weapons around, his guns around. He kind of yells at people sometimes, so it's a thing. But Mr. Stewart, well, let's see. I've spent some time talking with him. We spoke about flying because, both being pilots and all.
Of course.
I'm at a restaurant in New York, too, I believe. It was strange. I hope he wasn't following me. Anyways, now that I recall, he did seem to try to shoot at the Nazi when we was running away from the nursery down there. They caused a big ruckus down there. Mr. Hunter, he threw a flare right in there, riled them all up, sent us chasing upstairs. They were madder than a wet hen. And, well, Hayden was aiming back and shooting in their general direction, but I swear, from my point of view, it looked like he was shooting right at the doctor. He couldn't, and he still missed. Makes me wonder if he was missing on purpose.
That is indeed a concerning idea. Do you think he's an inside man?
I certainly hope not. I would think that a respectable American... Well, he isn't a respectable American. Oh, my goodness. It's entirely possible.
I mean, I guess, but he
Mr.
doesn't seem the
Wiggins,
kind.
he's a respectable American. I think he's just fine.
He's great. Yes, I like him. He's very sane.
Yeah, he's very sensible.
I mean, Hayden doesn't seem like he'd do that, though. I mean, he's famous.
He's famous. Maybe he's counting on that fame to people just gloss it over because, he's famous. Here's a headshot. Like, they won't look at my flaws if they have a headshot with a signature on it.
So he takes out the headshot that he's got and sort of turns aside to look at it, and just under his breath goes like, "What are you hiding, Hayden?" And then puts it away and goes, "We should probably get walking then. We'll show you the astral sheep. It's a very interesting sight."
I'm sure it is, and yes, we'll definitely have to look out for each other. There is some kind of, I don't want to say insanity that's taken over the members of this group, but some people are concerning me very greatly.
I can understand that. It's been concerning for me too. I've only just arrived
You
here, and it's
just
very
got here.
strange.
You don't even see the development of it just building and building. I swear we're on the edge of a cliff. It's about to totter one way or the other.
Maybe. Let's hope it doesn't. We've got some important things to do to save the world.
Saving the world is important.
It is,
I have a
yes.
press tour scheduled for the spring once we're out of Antarctica. Oh, dear heavens. I didn't even think about the press. What are we going to tell everyone about what happened on the Antarctic expedition?
I
Several
think we
people
can
have
cross.
died, and we're about to go attack Germany. So maybe we should think about that before we commence our attack.
Maybe.
Rations?
Sure, he says, and then they'll take a bit and eat it. Or these are good. These are much better than the ones I've had.
Yeah, I packed my own. I thought
I
grade
see.
A rations.
That's good. Well,
Real kangaroo jerky.
interesting. So that's what that tastes like. You say. We'll keep on eating and walking, and we'll just be like, "But yes, Miss Lexington, I've got your back."
And I've got yours. Now let's get at the best of the group.
That's
So,
in his mind. He's still like, "What are you hiding behind those eyes of yours, Hayden?"
This big brown eye. Wait, what?
Those big, brown, beautiful eyes.
It's great.
So, Baxter and Hunter, you've been able to pretty much recount all of your knowledge to Ziggy, and kind of draft up like a what you think would be similar to how an encampment would be, officer's tent, etc., mess hall. Because, while it's a scientific expedition, it's military and government funded, so it's probably going to be set up in a very similar manner. And he suggests doing a bit of reconnaissance. There's a couple ways to go about that, but that it's probably going to be not too different from what you guys have plotted out. Hayden, you've been relaxing, kind of, it's a nice curve to the edge of the wall, so you kind of just recline a bit, get a little, shut-eye. And after a little bit, you see Ash and Miss Lexington walk up the ramp back into the room.
Hello. You see you up again, Mr. Lexington?
Yes, I'm feeling a little bit better now.
That's good.
Just needed to get off this leg for a bit.
It's true. It's just sad that the bullet ricocheted like that.
100 points directly at Miss Lexington. She knows where the camp is at. She knows exactly where it's at.
Oh, the camp? Yes, I do know where our camps are at, Mr. Morrell. We've got one in the city, and then there's one where the old lake camp, well, I guess it's not really old Percival Lake's camp, he's still alive, but the old lake camp, we've got one there as well.
I'll run over to her real quick and grab her by the shoulder.
Oh dear, I'm being accosted.
Show me on the map.
Be gentle there, Hunter.
She's got a slight limp. She did get shot.
Exactly. Shot.
Falls down.
Like she's a gunshot wound victim.
Breaks in there. On the eye.
She goes, well, this isn't laid out like either of our camps, Mr. Morrell. And Ziggy's like, oh no, we're talking about the Germans' camp. She's like, oh good heavens, that's the astral sheep? Okay.
Yes, that's the astral sheep.
Uh-huh. You see, she kind of just pulls out a little flask.
Think of it this way.
Puts it back in.
It's not nicer to look at than the other creatures.
Very true. It just caught me a bit off guard is all.
Understandable.
Hayden, that's Goop, and this is Lou.
I can't see what you're pointing to, but all right. That's really nice there, Mr. Hunter.
Astral entities, it's fine.
Surprisingly, she's done pretty good on her sanity checks, except for that one little burst where she got a perma insanity, which is definitely, she thinks Hayden's trying to kill her.
Bad.
I mean,
it's fair. Besides that, she's actually doing pretty decent on sanity still, so she can't see Goop yet. She's like, all right, well, Mr. Ziggy, was it? Oh, yep, that's me. I'm Ziggy. We're talking about the Germans in camp, man. We gotta, get them all sliced and diced up for the ritual there. He's like, oh, that sounds real quaint. I don't know the layout of the camp. I've never been there, but I do have the coordinates. If that would be of assistance, we were supposed to drop off Mr. Mayer, Dr. Professor Mayer.
Yeah, it would
Mr.
happen.
Johan. And, well, his pilot, and they had another person with them. A mechanic, maybe? I believe they're still outside, next to the aeroplanes.
Mechanics outside. I warned our man, I can't remember his name, the Australian guy. Olaf. I told Olaf to be careful and to watch him just in case, because I was suspicious of the doctor from the start.
I'm sure you were, Hayden. You just got that deep sense of intuition, and that's definitely what it is.
What'd you say?
Yes. I said you have a deep sense of intuition.
Ah, okay.
So wise of you not to trust the doctor. Kind of side-eyes Ash like,
Yeah, he just kind of gives her a bit of a nod.
But yes, perhaps we should. I thought of a valid point while we was walking up the ramp to get here. What are we gonna do about the rest of the journey? We've got an aeroplane, a pilot, and another one of them German fellas who may or may not be in on this conspiracy. But then we've also lost a few members of our own expedition. What are we planning on telling the press and just, people in general when we get back? Because I honestly do not believe we should let anybody know about this place and what we have found here, as it could, well, A, cause a slight panic, or B, bring more people here because they'd be itching to check it out for themselves.
I mean, we had the murder at the dock,
It's true.
so we could just say
I
that.
heard something about that.
Yeah, we could just say that it just followed us, and they died on the way to Antarctica. And
But there have been reports since we've arrived. Mr. Starkweather was doing the nightly radio announcements. The last one we gave, though, was before we crossed the mountains a couple days ago.
I mean, the mountains were quite turbulent. Crash
It's
landed.
true. Crash landed. Perhaps an avalanche. That's why we couldn't recover the bodies.
Yeah,
All right.
it's an avalanche.
And
All right. And then
looks at everybody real quick. And back in a brief hint of his normal voice. There's no guarantee any of us are going back anyway. He goes back to placing the rocks.
I'm sorry, Mr. Morrell. What did you say? You're a little quiet.
He said, there's no guarantee any of us are going to make it back anyway.
Well, that is a very pessimistic outlook, Mr. Morrell.
He doesn't hear. He's going back to placing rocks.
I mean, it is very important. Most important thing any of us are really doing. I'm all in on this. And Miss Lexington,
Yes, Mr.
you're
Stewart.
a good pilot. We could definitely use you if we're planning to fly one of the planes, use it as a drop-off point. We have plenty of oil at our
We do have plenty of
encampment.
fuel, and there is a cache of fuel at the South Pole where the encampment is.
Yes, so
We discussed negotiations and arrangements, but I had plenty, so I didn't follow through with them.
we could always just do flybys, and you could be helpful in that.
All right. So, what is our game plan here? We'll do some reconnaissance on this German encampment, and then bring everybody there, and then use them all in a ritual and leave?
Just about, I think. We go in there, we set up the ritual, we deal with them, we do the ritual, we save the world, we come back, celebrate, and then we head back to your home, I guess. Well, I'm guessing you're heading home. I don't know what happens to me.
You can come to my home anytime, Mr.
Oh,
Reed.
that'd be lovely. Thank you.
An open invitation.
It's a mansion. I have 6 of them.
It's coming as well.
She's a millionaire. Like,
Yeah. No, he's fine. He's like literally dirt poor. So
Yeah,
he has nothing.
Marry rich. Are you?
I'm a bit of a gold digger.
Do you know how many? No, literally. Do you know how many might be at the camp?
probably about a couple dozen or so, depending on who all's there for supply runs.
Because we're gonna need to keep them alive. We need to do the ritual.
All right. Well, Ziggy pops up and he goes, "All right. So now that I kind of have an idea of what's going on, and coordinates have been very helpful, we can try to scry, as I like to call it, on the campsite. Get some more visuals and current details about what's going on, and then we can, prep to get ready to go." Eh?
Sounds good.
How is crying going to help right now?
Oh no, not crying. But then, some people may resort to that though if they feel like it's just we're just scraping the bottom of the barrel, which we practically are here. Let's be honest. But no, scrying. It starts with an S and not a C, but it's got the rest of crying in it. I'm just gonna need some, some fresh water, a little bit of blood, and like a nice reflective surface. Maybe a mirror. Can we get like a bowl with a mirror in the bottom? And just a few drops of blood. That's all I need.
Okay.
Look at Professor Lake.
Professor Lake has gone to sleep, but occasionally Lexington will be like, "I have a compact." That'll work. It's a real small screen, but it'll work. It'll do. Just need to get a bowl and some snow, because there's not a lot of water around here. But
Oh, wait! I've got some water in my canteen from that ice I melted.
oh, yeah.
There's a
Perfect.
stream near the camp there. So
All right,
now-
and just how about one of you nice strong fellas gets me a bowl. I don't really have thumbs, so it makes it a little hard. I don't really feel like carrying it in my teeth all the way down here. So
Yeah. Did I hear any of the manifesting?
you heard of all this conversation.
No,
It's a large echo chamber.
Did I heal?
Oh, did you heal? Yeah, you will say you got. I know you got first aid. I don't think you got a successful medicine check though. So you gain 1 HP.
Yay!
You get 1 HP a day. So.
God, we just need to stay here for free.
Well, you have 2 weeks. So if you did want to spend some time just healing before you went off to fight the Nazis, you could definitely do that.
God, yes, please, let's do that. God.
Hunter's kind of bending over to the side, trying to see if this sheep does have teeth.
It does have. They're pearly whites. They're shiny, very sparkly, like astral dust connected into teeth. It's got teeth.
Yeah. I go grab the bowl.
Yeah, you got. But there's plenty of bowls upstairs. Nice big head-sized bowls.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, so you grab one of those. It's nice stone base. I put the compact in the bottom. Thankfully, it's Acacia Lexington, so her compact is, decent size. And you fill up with water, and he goes, "All right. Who's got some blood? They want to just a couple drops." I'm made of astral dust. I don't have blood, so it's gotta be one of you guys.
Hunter quickly draws his blade.
Mm-hmm.
It's matter from where?
No, just your finger will work. If you just want to do that, just a little prick.
He aims it at his finger and then slices all the way down his hand.
Yeah, it'll do. Just, you kind of just nudges your arm over and nudges it back when a couple drops have gone in. All right, there. I just topped it off. Perfect.
I keep looking at
All
it.
right. You might want to put a band-aid on that. Bandage on that. Oh, gauze.
I go try and fix that.
Okay. First aid check.
Oh God. First roll. No pressure on me.
No pressure.
7.
You gain 1 HP back, and you're able to just wrap it up with some gauze.
Thanks, Hayden. Thank you.
That's fine. Don't do that again.
It's fine. Don't do that again. I can tell who's losing sanity on this train. Yeah. So he's like, all right, just see, Ziggy. If you're talking, you're muted, unless you're just
Yeah, you
miming it.
okay?
As part of the thing here. No. How long did Reed's spell thing gonna last? Again?
It lasts 24 hours.
Okay, so still got a few hours.
Yeah, but it will replace your temp HP with an actual HP as it overrides it.
Right.
So you see Ziggy with his little stardusty hoops over the water and kind of like jazz hands over it. And you see a little bit of like dust sparkle down and touch the surface, and it ripples out. And you see, he repeats the coordinates, and you guys look. You all huddle around the bowl. If you look into it, you can see in the reflection of the compact what looks to be a campsite.
That's amazing.
Everybody who's looking in, give me spot hidden.
God damn it. Where's Lana when you need her?
I know, alright?
Just about to say that.
We need your eagle eyes.
Eagle-eyed Lena. Nice!
That's a fan. Just so sparkly water.
It's very sparkly. 261, that's kind of funny. Alright, so Ash succeeded. And did Hunter succeed?
I will spend 4 luck points. So I'm down to 12.
Yeah.
And I will succeed on that.
Okay, Acacia Lexington rolled an 18, and Ziggy got a 69. So, Acacia and Ash see everything. So it kind of just, like, bird's eye view, and then it goes in, and it moves pretty quickly along the tents and stuff. So it's kind of hard to keep, and it's so small, because it's a small mirror. But you guys are able to catch glimpses. Baxter and Hayden, you get the bird's eye view. It kind of matches up with what Baxter and Hunter had kind of laid out with the stones. You'll have to shift a couple things around, but it's pretty similar in structure to that. Probably because they have a couple scientific tents with them or whatever. But Hunter and Ash, you guys get some more specifics. They do have some weapons out here, but more than anything, they have supplies. They have a lot of supplies. They've got a large fuel reservoir up here, much larger than you would need for just a summer expedition up here to Antarctica. So you're thinking they were kind of probably trying to make a base camp here, potentially. But it's easy to pack it up as well. So you figure they had enough if they wanted to stay, but if not, they could move base or move around quickly and easily. They also have large food stores here. You can see that their mess hall is quite large. And Ash, because you got a hard success, you and Acacia Lexington are able to get, see the landing strips. There are currently 2 planes there, but one of them looks like it's getting ready to leave. And the current head count that you see here is 36.
Okay.
What you'd estimate from the things you've seen. Could be a few more, a few less. No one got extreme.
Ritual.
Yeah.
Would 36 be enough for the ritual?
Yes. Yes.
Good.
So you needed about, 18 to 2 dozen. But you did crack that crystal when you came out of it, so you could probably get away with about 30 people, 30 to 32.
Okay. All right, that's a lot. Okay, cool. Yeah, so seeing that then, I'm going to mention that and be like, 36 roughly in the camp. 1 plane's leaving, another plane's staying. We'll need at least 30 people. Aye. Well, let's hope they come back. If we have less than 30 people, this may not work.
How are we going to bring 30? How are we going to do this with 30 people?
We do it there, so I guess we have to figure this out. You said your friends would help us.
Yep, they're pretty good at neutralizing some people. You know, I think a couple of them can cast maybe some spells, knock some of them out. If we get them at night or on their night shift, night.
How are they with weather? I could possibly conjure up a storm, either heavy rain or snow above them. I don't know how long it'd last, though. Maybe around 10 minutes or more.
And on the instinct, Hunter says, Lois, what's the what?
Sadness. And she's upstairs, like, I just ask her head.
Just treating us through the lips.
Oh, so sad.
Wow, Lindy.
That's just grim. That's morbid. Sorry?
How are you?
Hunter mutters. I never got to tell her.
You never got to tell her what? You said you never got to tell her.
Oh,
Tell who what?
There was nothing. This camp, it looks similar to the normal basic setup. I'm familiar with how the Germans set up their camps, and I'm familiar with how expeditions set up their camp. So I know which way they would be facing to kind of fight the wind. They don't have the igloos that we have, so they'll have to set their tents up a little bit differently to help fight the wind. So I know which way would be the best approach, because they're going to have dogs also, right? Lexington.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're going to have.
Yes, they sure will.
So that's going to be probably their best early warning. So I point to the map, and this might be the best approach. If you come in from this way, and if it's a secondary, you want to come in from this angle. But again, night would be the best. Like the star sheep, the steep. Do you have a name?
Ziggy.
Ziggy. That's right. Yeah, I knew that.
Yep.
Ziggy star sheep. Whatever. You know, the night, like you said, the night would be the best way to come in, and there's going to be a few non-combatants that probably will hopefully try to hide once we come in. But everyone that's going to be the first choice will be anyone who's wielding a weapon. So target them first. Does it matter if they are dead or alive? I don't think it does.
They should probably be alive for the ritual. Because it's gonna suck down their sanity like a... you wouldn't get that reference. It involves some kind of deep space creature. But, see, like a milkshake up a straw. Just...
Oh, no. Well, I mean, the alternative's a lot worse, so...
It is. Besides, these people are trying to unleash something that they don't understand fully and that they'll use against all of us. They'll destroy everything, so the way I see it is they're alive and forfeit for our world to continue. So, keep them alive, and how do we knock them out? Have we got any tranks? Anything like that? Any sort of stunning things?
I will remind you that you do have one spell that might come in handy, Ash, because you're new to magic. You might want to look up your coyote dust.
Yeah. Coyote dust.
We also have the dogs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do also, the doc does, you have the doc's bag, so he'll have some stuff on him too to knock out some people.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he'll probably mention then, I can probably take some people out, make them sleep, but other than 10 yards of a fire that I'd set. So I'd need to make sure I have a fire set up, and then that I throw something that I'll need time to prepare into it, and those people will stay sleeping real good. At least long enough for us to do the ritual.
We could also try, and if we're doing this on a quote unquote night shift, we should have tents like we had.
Yes.
We could find them. We could always lower the oxygen and put them into a comatose state.
So the tents by the South Pole probably won't have oxygen tents because you only need them up here because of the altitude on the other side of the mountains.
Oh, okay.
But that's a great idea. I really liked it. Sneaky and clever.
Then you have to go deny me.
Well, I guess the issue here is how do we get people around this fire?
But if they're all gathered up for maybe dinner time, or if there's a bunch of tents close by together, perhaps.
That might be a good idea, yes. If we have one in the middle.
30 feet to 10 yards, that's a decent distance.
Aye, it is. I guess, Hunter and the rest, you've been looking at the plans of it. Where would they gather? Is there a place? He says, kind of gesturing to the map.
Mess hall, most likely.
Where would that be?
Dinner.
I'll point out where I think where I believe they would set their mess tents.
Yeah, you're able to kind of adjust the mess tent because they have so many supplies. It's one of the largest tents there, and they don't have multiple mess tents, so you're assuming that everyone goes into there to eat, kind of like you guys had a big mess tent.
And I'll confer with Lexington to make sure it's as accurate as possible, since she knows that she's actually been in.
Yeah, I had eagle eyes on that Scrying there, so I think that is quite accurate.
Good.
Catch them all at dinner time, perhaps. Maybe a bit of a storm. They don't hear us coming in. Then a surprise dinner nap time.
One good thing is if I spend long enough to do this, I could make more than one of these things. I could give one of you a packet of it. As long as you throw it in the fire, we can get a circle of it, take out most of the camp if we're sneaky enough. And of course, if my ritual goes well.
Yeah, I mean, I could attempt to throw it. Is there a throw skill?
There is.
Oh, fucking damn it. Well,
you could just sneak up and toss it in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I totally
you guys
have
also
that
do
too.
have your oxygen masks, too. So if you guys wear your oxygen masks and decided to just magic spell gas bomb the place, you'd probably be a little safer.
And we also have someone who they wouldn't mind just walking right into the camp and I look over at Lexington.
Well, by this time, I think the doctor has told them what's going on.
Lex, you say that, and then Lexington looks over at Ash like, you know something you don't?
Ash looks suspicious, but otherwise nods and goes, well, I think Hayden's guidance is very well informed, and I think that for one, we should probably keep Lexington safe away from that.
Yeah,
Though I imagine
that
if few people see you, it wouldn't be a problem if you were once
doctor's
one of them.
probably told them everything.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Well, the people outside, did the Germans have any specific gear? I know did they have any
Well, they did have, I have one of their breathers, and she kind of points over to her gear. And, well, we had some of it on the bell out there as well. I mean, technically, if we don't tell their pilot what's going on and we just rendezvous up, they wouldn't have any problems with one of their planes landing, I don't think.
Wasn't your plane quite smashed?
It's damaged. Yes, but I think we could fix it, especially give it some time.
I could fix it, or we could just have that pilot go in our plane and have him fly it and send any signals he needs to.
And we could Trojan horse this thing, could we? Would these elder things mind flying in a flying? I mean, I know they fly, but would they
They do
mind
fly.
flying?
We've seen it. I flew off of Starkweather and Miss Lois.
So if we hide them in the plane and then land the plane right inside the camp, or near the camp, and then They all...
I think they're too big to go into the plane.
They're a little. You could probably fit one or two on a plane, but nobody else would be able to fit in the plane. They're heavy. Sons of other things. They're big boys. They got big old barrel bodies. They probably weigh like a half ton each.
They could always come in the storm. That Ash might be able to do.
Yes, though it will be stretching myself a little thin, but as long as I've had time to prepare my other spells, the dust that I'll give you all, sleepy dust we'll call it, then I should be fine too. I will need about 10 minutes near their camp to do the storm, however. And we'd need to decide what I want to conjure. I need to picture it perfectly in my mind.
Yeah, right. Sounds fine. I mean, this sounds like a plan. Going in for 4 people, 5 people, with 30 Nazis, with elder. It's a plan.
Hunter,
It's what we have.
Yes. Let's do this.
Yes. So we don't bump into the doctor.
Or we do, and this time, you shoot him.
Hayden goes to speak and does a... Look, it was... I tried.
I know you did. I'm not saying you didn't, mate. I'm saying that you get another go. And this time you won't miss. You'll do it. I believe in you, Hayden. You're the most famous pilot in the future.
She rolled a 100 on her insight check of you, Hayden. I tried. She's like, Bless her.
He's fucking lying.
What do you mean, Hayden's a great shot? I've seen him make a couple of damn good shots.
No comment.
Yep, it's not helping me.
Crickets.
Alright, so I'll get some rest and help you get you whatever supplies you need, Mr. Reed, and then
Thank you.
travel on over by plane. Should we pick up Mr. Moore from your camp first, or are we just gonna leave him in the city for a little while?
I think we should pick him up. He might be able to help
Alright.
us. Any help we can get is
Yeah, and I
useful.
need to fill him in on what's been going on.
Yeah, he should probably know about Mr. Starkweather.
I think it's another
The-
sad because
The only concern I have... Sorry, Hayden, continue.
I was gonna say, no, it's fine. It's fine. I was overthinking things now.
I was just thinking maybe they won't believe all of your stuff you're saying. If we go back and I turn up with you and then you go in there talking about Nazis and elder things and magical sheep and...
It does
They might
sound...
think you're all nuts.
I mean, they did see Lois fly away.
It's true. They all saw that.
Well, that changes things and that makes it a bit more interesting.
Yes.
All right,
And
so-
if we simply say that, once we tell them, if we simply say that the professor betrayed us and has a plan of Nazis, some of the people might be interested in helping us.
I'll
Most likely.
I'll talk to the professor. Everyone, you all get the scatter around camp and get the supplies. I'll speak to the professor.
Do they have a way to
Should we
radio
really-
over to the other camp?
Radios aren't working on this side of the mountain range, unfortunately.
Right. That's good. That's good. My concern is we go there, we tell them we're going to move against their camp, and then the Germans go and they basically just go, hey, they're going to move against their camp. They're going to throw some magical dust at our fires. So, thank God.
Yes. Well, it's a plan at least.
That's what we have.
Yes.
And we'll do it.
All right, so you guys gonna stay at the tower for a couple days and build up HP?
Rest.
And let Ash get the materials and supplies.
Yeah, I'm
Those
gonna
are-
need quite a while.
Yeah. How long is
Alright.
it going to take us to fly over the mountain? Few
You,
hours.
you guys flew over, yeah, in about 3 hours. It's gonna take you about 3 hours to get, if you guys go back to the camp where Moore is at. There's only Moore, because Dr. Green's part of the wall too. You guys saw his face up there. So you've got
Gross.
down there. It's Moore. Let me see. I have your whole plane roster. There wasn't many. Moore, I think it's just Moore and Danforth down there. You guys left him with the crazy person. Because you have the photographer with you. So, yeah.
Olaf.
Danforth?
Uh,
but-
Olaf is by the
Tied up.
planes, right outside the tower.
Easy guy's
Oh, yeah.
tied up. It's fine.
So the only people down by the camp are Moore and Danforth. And Professor Moore was more inclined to believe all these stories anyways. So, yeah, that's a quick hop to pick him up if you'd like. But you know that if you leave to pick him up, the Germans by the Bell, which is parked right next to your plane, Hayden, probably gonna wonder where you're going and where the professor went. So you should probably pick him up on the way out if you're gonna pick him up.
Yeah.
Unless you have another plan that you'd like to enact. Right now, it's the Germans that are outside.
What's the Germans?
It's the Germans. We've got the pilot, Bauman,
We don't need him now, so we can just.
and Rucker the mechanic.
So they or military?
Pardon?
Were they civilian or military? Are they? Or-
Rucker was a military mechanic, but Bauman was a civilian. The pilot was civilian.
As far as we know.
As far as you know. He was too young to have fought in the war. So
Okay.
Doesn't mean he's not a recruit.
he
We'll
doesn't
take
have
care
any
of it.
rank on him or anything.
We'll take care of them.
Yeah,
Um,
but Rucker's an older mechanic, so he's been around. He probably fixed up panzers or something, tanks.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, I'll keep my eyes on Rucker. I'll handle Rucker. You guys just watch everyone else.
All right. Well,
On the way back,
Go.
by that tent that we saw, the first tent we came to.
Yeah, the gardening tent.
Yeah, the garden tent, and
Gardening tent.
I'm gonna pick up some more of those artifacts or some things just to
One of those thigh bone shovels.
take them back.
All right. Yeah, you can get a commemorative Antarctic human thigh bone shovel.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
they have some.
engraved.
Yeah, you can get engraved. I mean, the other things are right here. If you want it engraved, they could probably definitely sign it for you. It'd just be in dots. It'd be in dot cipher, so only you would know its signature. Like, I'm sure, Professor Lake could probably forge a signature for you.
Oh, yeah, Lena can.
Lena could too. She could write on there in Elder Script, I went to Antarctica and all I got was this lousy spade.
For tagging.
Toggin.
Yeah. And it goes
I'm in a
to.
mood today, y'all. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Great. I love it.
Fits in with the episode.
Yeah. Insanity is real.
Having Hans is gonna rest for how many days? How much HP do I get?
How much HP do you need? You get one a day.
How
Unless
long
you
we
get some
staying?
medicine.
I don't have
If you get
any
medicine, you can get 2 a day. So you could have someone successfully medicine check you.
Oh, is the professor good at medicine? Oh wait, Lena does medicine.
Lena has a little bit of medicine. What's the base medicine score? Because I think she had 10 points higher than that. I'll roll for her. It's like 10.
I don't. Where's medicine? I don't see it.
It's under
I mean,
M.
I've got 1, but
Oh, okay.
1%.
So I think she's got either 10 or 20. Let me just roll it up and see. How much HP do you need? How much HP does everybody need to regain to be topped off?
Baxter's
I
good.
need 3.
Oh. Okay, well, she didn't succeed on the first day. It's 96. 62. Oh, she got a 10. So yeah, she'll successfully medicine check. You on the last day, Hayden?
Yeah.
73. Yeah. But that medicine check will apply to Hunter too, because I know Hunter is down. So,
Yeah,
day one,
mine's a-
you get one. Pardon?
Mine's a special case. What happens after the 24 hours now?
You lose your temp HP.
Okay, which takes me back to...
I think 4.
let's see. That will take me back to
4
4,
or 5.
yes.
Yeah, because you got first aided. So,
Yeah. Wait, I just got that 1 hit point, so I'll be at 5.
okay. So the first day you'll get 1. Second day you'll get 2. Third day you'll get 1, and then 2 per day after the third day.
So how many days
do
are
you
we?
need? How many days do you need to be full? I mean, you have 2 weeks, so you guys have a little time. This will see how long Ash has to prepare as well. It's going to take him more than 3 days to prepare.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, and then 2, and then 3. Okay, so it would take 4 days, but I can do with 3.
Just top off. You have at least 4 days because it's going to take Ash a day
long time.
per little smoke thingy, and he's going to need to.
yeah, I'm going to need to prep quite a few.
All right.
Mm-hmm. How many do you want to make of those, by the way?
I think better safe than sorry. I think I will go for like the max on the spell, so I think I can do up to 6.
Okay.
What it says,
Let's see.
oil
He's
eaters.
believing magic.
No.
1d6 doses.
1d6 doses. Yeah. Okay. So. Let's see. Let's see how many doses. Roll me a d6 to see how many doses you make.
Certainly can.
Then we're gonna roll 5
Nice.
doses. Roll me another d6 and see how much sanity you lose.
Come on, 6.
Oh! 1! Lucky dog, you. You lose 1 sanity. Now,
It's
so
worked
it's
out.
gonna take him, made 5 doses, but he only lost 1 sanity. So we're gonna say it takes you the full week to make these. So you guys have 1 week to prepare, rest, recuperate. Now, do you guys leave Olaf and those 2 German dudes out by the airplane for a full week? Okay. When do you go check on those guys? Because they've been by themselves for about a day now. You said for them to wait 2 days and then leave.
I'll probably go on the last day that I would need to.
Okay,
Probably head
yeah.
down.
Yeah, I'll be feeling up to my full health there. Now, we don't regain any sanity, correct? No sanity gain.
Nope, this is not a restful vacation. This is you guys preparing and recuperating.
For
So.
death.
All right, so
Yeah, I guess you guys had a near death.
Yeah, I'll gonna be me and Hayden and Baxter, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll go back and we'll get those, and
Miss Lexington will stay behind at the thing. She don't want to get shot by Hayden again.
we'll probably take the photographer guy too, so we can get out of it. So
All right, you want to take Mr. Percival Lake, or do you want, or Ziggy?
the photographer.
Oh, the photographer. Yeah. You can take Priestley with you.
Yeah.
Or Priestley.
Poor Priestley. At least he's got better. Like, I think he still has more sanity though than poor Francois Jean-Luc, because y'all just showed him a nightmare scenario after nightmare scenario, like back to back to back. And
Yeah,
this guy, he's at least
really
had time to
trolling.
process this.
We get really trolly in that. It's no episode.
Bless him. Pierre Jean-Luc. All right. Yes. So.
So we'll go back and as we're approaching, I want to.
Yeah, you're approaching the plains because you gotta trek up through the valley. You climb up that little wall that Hayden almost broke his leg on. it's easier going up than down because ice is slippery. So we'll have to see how you guys get back to the tower. But
I'm gonna like, since I know where it is, I'm gonna try and like, because I have repair tools, so maybe like I'm gonna probably get like something to come like put there.
You're gonna get like a rope and put it
easy.
there. Okay. Yeah, you're like setting up. And you get to the top and you see that there is like one of the little like kerosene stoves, and Olaf and the two Germans appear to be playing cards. They're bored. They've been out here 2 days.
Hey!
Oh! Hello!
We're coming
Go,
back.
go! Wow!
Oh, yeah, we're...
Come closer, I cannot hear you!
As we get closer, I want to make sure. I want to put eyes on that Rucker guy, the German I know that's been.
So there's the older German mechanic and the younger German pilot, and then Olaf. Baumann, the younger German pilot, he appears to be losing at whatever game they're playing, and he's just kind of like, oh, good, a distraction. Like, let's put this round down, guys. Like, we don't need to finish playing this. But Rucker and Olaf Bjornsson are kind of just like, picking right back up here. Come on, guys, come on. They're like, like, we can deal you hand if you like. Where is everyone else? They catching up?
As we're still out of earshot from about the back of the hill, I'm telling Hayden and Baxter, okay, here's the plan. This German guy may be a problem. So just everyone act calm and no sudden movements. And we're going to try to roll him onto the plane. Hayden.
Yes.
And then just get him closer to the plane, away from everybody else, and then we'll jump him and hold him down or something like that. Just so he doesn't have a chance to guess anything before something happens. Because
we could always, if he's working with the professor, we could always see if he wants to come help the professor. If he asks for him specifically, and buy ourselves some more time. If you know what I'm saying.
Let's run with that one.
All right, so you, Baxter, and Hayden are walking down the hill. It seems that they've stood up to greet you, and you see like some empty rations containers. They have not been super tidy. And Hayden, you can see that it looks like Rucker has indeed been able to get the belt to a manageable repair. If he had some of the materials that were inside, he could probably get it fully, a lot better. But with what he had out here, he's done a pretty good job.
The
skids aren't crunched up and all cattywampus anymore. So.
Yes. You did a good job on the planes. I was worried.
Danke. It was hard work, but we got it done. It was thankfully we got it done fairly early, and we were able to play cards. It's just fixing aircraft is good and all, but I've done it whole life, so.
Yeah, well, we came back because we found a structure, and the professor
You need to fly by it?
No, we can go inside. The professor said he wanted to speak to both of you, the pilots, also to kind of reconvene, so we can all make sure nothing is going to happen.
Probably wants to make sure that whatever artifact he found or whatever can fit on the plane. We are not dumping fuel. If he found something, we can leave it here. We're not taking anything heavy. It's just... she's fragile right now, but is it big? Does he want it to, like...
I don't know. This seems to be engrossed with some writing.
What does he want to see about writing? Problem is just like, I don't know. He probably... maybe it's directions? I don't know. They both look like... why does the nerd want to talk to us? Kind of like looks on their faces. But they're like... All right. Leads the
So
way.
you're babbling a lot as well about what was it again? Something about this is part of the plan. Finally,
He's going crazy. He's obsessed with whatever it's that city back there. I don't know. He's just very strange. I guess we will be getting whatever he found and then regrouping back at the lake encampment.
yes, most likely.
Probably. All right. Should we start heating it up? We're going to have to blowtorch the engines as they are very cold.
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
I know how to do it.
All right. Rucker kind of be like, all right, they rock, paper, scissors to see who has to go inside to talk to Professor Johann. Neither of them wants to go in and do it. But Bauman wins, and he goes, "Ach, auf Wiedersehen. We will see you back here in a moment. We will heat up the plane while you are gone." Ah, sucker. All right. And he'll kind of pull out the blowtorch. All right, so we are getting ready to take off both planes?
So is it the young one coming with us? The old
It's
one?
the young one. The young one won. So Bauman, the young one, young pilot, is there with you. And Rucker has to go walk back off towards the tower.
Okay. So he's there,
Mhm.
and he's kind of doing that, and he's got
like-
the blowtorch up, and I just kind of say, it should be fine. Both of them should be all right. Let me ask you a question.
Oh, yeah?
Over here for a moment.
All right. Kind of go around with you. To
To
like the toolbox or something, like, oh yeah, let's get some tools out here.
Yeah, I'll give Hunter a look, and I'll say, the professor told me to talk to you. Said that I could get a deal, the same deal that Lexington has about a career improvement.
Oh,
Wants to get back to States.
I don't know anything about that. I'm just a contractor. I signed up to fly here in Antarctica. It's a great opportunity. The weather here is very strange. But I mean, I could put in a good word for you. You are a very good pilot. I saw we did the test flight earlier, and I was impressed. You handled it well. He
gave me some coordinates that I'd have to fly by.
Oh, all right. I'm sure we could map those out.
Yes, he said that's where. And I kind of go in close. The other encampment was.
Oh, the other encampment? So is this? As far as I know, there's the lake. Am I saying that right? Lake. It's not lock, is it? Lake.
No, the
okay.
lake.
Lake encampment. And then there's a fuel depot at the South Pole. And then there's by the ship. Is there another? Is there one he's not telling me about? Is that why he got coordinates?
The Nazis.
Wow. He's really confused. He's like, I'm just a contractor. I don't know why he wants to speak with me about government stuff.
You said you'd know. Said you were in on a deal. That's why we're out here.
Was he drinking? He does not hold his liquor well. We saw that. We celebrated New Year's on the ship. It did not go well.
He said I could be the face of the new regime for England.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I think I've heard too much about whatever it is, and I don't think I want to know more. I just want to fly planes. Can we heat the plane
Can I
up?
see me lying?
Yeah, you can psychology check it.
Damn it, where's fucking psychology pants when you need him?
Psychology pants. He dead. He's on the
Fucking-
wall. You can go talk to him. 33?
What's my...
I think it's a 5 or a 10.
Yeah. Psychology is a 10, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, just the miss.
Just a miss. I mean, he seems confused. He seems to just want to fly. Like, I don't know why he wants to talk to me. I don't have any idea of what you or in Miss What's-Her-Face is talking about. Can we just fly? Like, just give me the coordinates and I'll just fly this plane. Like, you kind of get that attitude from him.
Okay. Did I see any signs or symbols I could say, be like, the wink wink sign?
The wink wink.
I don't know, like, did I see any, like, statues or insignias that I could, like...
In, like, the future vision? Or, like, currently?
Or like, in, like, the professor's, like, room when I jumped through.
In the professor's room, there were some swastikas around, because, 1933 Germany. But, I mean, that's just a governmental, like, party symbol at this point in time. Yeah. Now, in the future, you saw that same symbol with, like, tentacles around it.
Hydra, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hail Hydra.
Right. Of course. Well, I guess he was wrong then.
Let us hope so. I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Maybe he wanted to speak with Rucker? I don't know. He's been part of this longer than I have. I was just contracted to fly here in Antarctica.
Right. I
think there was an option to renew my contract if my work was good, but that's it. That is all I know.
Yeah. Good job.
Yes. By the way, if you wanted to fill out this survey, about my flying.
When I see it, I'll fill it out. Don't worry.
Okay.
Take this headshot. And,
okay. You see, I wish Ash was there to see him just talking with the German pilot. Like, yeah, okay, I'll take this paper. Here, have a headshot.
I wish.
God, I kind of want to be a double agent now. Just so it can be like, see?
Lexington is convinced. But yeah,
I'm coming around to it.
While Hayden and Bauman are talking, Hunter and Baxter, you guys had just come down, and Hayden's just walked off with the pilot. Olaf has walked up. He goes, "Friends, it's been too long. How is walk been going?"
What does Rucker do? He said he was...
Rucker's he lost rock, paper, scissors, and he's kind of just grumbling and packing up his tools to get ready to go up.
So Hunter's carrying the spade and walks right by Olaf towards Rucker.
Hey, do you not want to play cards? Oh, no.
I just slam him back of the head as he's bending over with the spade.
Give me a melee attack. I'll give you plus 20% because he does not see this coming.
All right, that's going to be
Fighting brawl.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Okay, that'll make it.
I know what system we're playing.
All right.
Yeah, deck save. Okay.
And hold on, I don't have 15. Nope. I miss.
Okay.
So he's bending over and I walk up to him and I look up at Lou after I made eye contact with Hayden. Look at Lou.
Yeah, like you're looking over Bauman's shoulder as he's kind of confused, and you make eye contact with Hayden, and you see Hunter with a spade. Neither of the Germans see it, and then whiff.
And it goes right by his head and slams into the snow beside him.
Oh, hey, careful where you're going. I don't know why he's Russian all of a sudden, but it happens. It's too much time with Olaf.
Damn it, I missed. and I punch him.
Okay, he's gonna dodge. So give me another fighting brawl. This time, not, just regular, because he's seeing something coming.
Yep.
Oh, he does not dodge if you hit.
That's another miss.
Alright, well, he rolled a 98 on his dodge, so it's like you whiff with the shovel, and then he goes to dodge and just, like, kind of stumbles out of the way as you, like, stumble the punch in the opposite direction. It's really clumsy. Like, you've seen better orchestrated, like, smashed bar fights at 2 in the morning, like, more coordinated bar fights.
Can I see this?
Dexter, what are you doing? Yeah, you can see this. Thankfully, Bauman doesn't seem to notice, because it's happening behind him a good, like 15, 20 feet. And he's just, like, confused and talking to you and trying to, like, he's just got a headshot. Olaf is looking confused. What is it? How is Baxter looking?
I imagine him just, like, kind of looking up and just kind of that moment of just, like...
Olaf is gonna...
Kind of both sharing the confusion and just, like, he knows he probably should do something, but the answer's not coming to his head right now. It's like, there's an answer to this, but he doesn't have it.
Olaf's gonna try to defuse the situation and goes, friend! Just because he beat me in cards does not mean you need to pick fight. We are not in, Australia!
Yeah, I don't, at my sanity level, I don't hear him. I'm fighting,
okay.
I'm fighting at a 17 right now, so.
Yeah. So, what does Hayden do this time? You hear Olaf yell that, and Bauman's kind of, like, starting to look.
I think I think it runs over, and he's just like, Hunter, stop, it's fine.
So Hunter, Hayden's run up, and he's like, stop, and Rucker's like GTFOing.
Give me like it's fine kind of eyes.
Let's see what. I think you'd probably have to roll a persuade on me right now.
Okay.
Give me a power check, Hunter. That'll work too, to see how if you can zone in.
I just would murder everyone.
Just barely. Yep.
So you succeed on a power check, so you're able to hear what Hayden's saying.
So I ride back for another punch, and you manage just to step in the way as I'm coming in. And so I kind of punch kind of glances off your elbow, your arm there, as you step into the way. And I stumble and hit a knee there for a second. So the plan's off.
And Rucker's just, was ist das? Sie ist ein Beweifengeschichte. Was? Scheiße. Just like, what the fuck, man, basically.
No, we're fine, Hunter. We're fine. We're waiting until we go back and talk to Ash. I'm gonna like turn around and just say, Hunter's been a bit off since we've been traveling.
Say that again.
We found, and like I'm guessing the shovel you found was like that you kind of was using was the bone one. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna say, we found this. It's kind of been a bit much for everyone. I'm gonna show like the 5-bone shovel.
Mm-hmm. They will take a closer look at that and kind of be like, oh, that's human bone. I'm like, oh shit, that's just what's that is? Okay, just keep him in check.
Yes.
Looking
Sebastian,
askance at Hunter.
Sebastian said the walk would do him good. The fresh air might do him well.
I'm going to talk with the professor. He kind of just grabs his toolbox. He isn't quite packed up all his tools, but he is not sticking around by Hunter, and he'll start heading towards the tower.
I'll tap Hunter on the shoulder. Like, good job.
Just to know off and Olaf, and I'll give Olaf a huge hug.
Hunter! Yeah. It's good to see you, but you seem a little tense. Perhaps a vodka would help. He'll pull out a bottle from his parka.
And yeah, I will set him right down next to the little campfire that he's got going there.
Yeah, the little kerosene heater.
Yeah, and drink some vodka.
We were going to play strip poker, but it was too cold. They were sissies, and they did not want to play. Now, you were in Siberian gulag for 4 years. Strip poker in these temperatures, not that bad. I mean, you cannot play for very long, but they're delicate flowers, apparently. Do not play. So we play slapjack instead.
I'll reach out and scoop up all the cards and start shuffling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Strip poker it is.
All right. Baxter, you solved that just unfurl in front of you. And Rucker's now kind of headed towards the tower. What are you doing? It seems that Hayden has managed to smooth things out.
Well, I guess I like to check to make sure he's not too harmed after that little scuff with Hunter.
So you go over to
Skillmatic mode is activating.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we have an possible injured man.
He's got his toolbox and he's kind of just walking. He's got a slight limp, walking towards where the tower is. Guten Tag.
Oh, you're right. Be honest.
Yeah, no, he missed. He's terrible aim. He must be drunk or something. No, this the limp. It is an old injury. I got shot in the leg once. Oh no, not
old.
16 years.
Just like so just the bullet's still there?
They weren't able to. It was I think the field medic said embedded in bone, so they left it. But I became a mechanic afterwards, so Vin.
See, I understand. I work with men with similar conditions, so I understand. Just sorry with the limping. Keen concern.
No, it's his old wound. Getting shot in the leg is nasty business.
You don't have to remind me.
All right, that way towards the strange short tower.
Yeah.
All right, just keep an eye on that one. I think he's points at Hunter.
Yeah. It's kind of a mess, but we're trying to keep an eye on him.
Okay. All right. Well, off we design. He starts making the trek over. Let's see if he breaks his leg on ice. Nope. He goes to 3, climbs down that path like no problem. Just
Nice.
doesn't even need the rope Hayden left there to like climb back down to get to the tower. He just walks down like no problem.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
I just imagine when I did the gesture, it's like Max is giving the little salute. I just imagine like since his hands are slightly separated, like little lightnings are coming out of his fingertips.
Just a little bit, yeah.
But can I like catch up with him?
No, yeah, you can catch up with Rucker. Bauman's like, so I'm not heating up. I'll just be ready. I'll just hang out here. Okay. Oh God, they're playing strip poker. And just turns around. Just makes himself busy inside the plane. Like, I'll pre-flight in here.
So, I'm gonna try and do the same thing I did with the other guy because I think I just confused them both.
All right, you gotta go down that slope. So roll me your climb.
Why, Lindsay?
Why?
Why you do this to me?
You'll get it plus 20% from that rope you put in there.
Oh, good. What am I rolling?
A climb or basically like a half dex, so a dodge. Oh,
I do it.
you climb down that rope. You're not quite as smooth as Rucker is, but you didn't get a 3. Sorry. It's 1 to 100. There's a sliding scale.
Is it?
And he has more points in climb than you probably. I don't think you have a 40 in climb. So, yeah. So You get down there, and he sees you, and he's like, kind of like, oh, it's not the crazy one, all right, and kind of like relaxes a bit. And he says, "Guten Tag."
Cat. I just say I'm glad we met. Actually, it was the doctor is the one that told me to come and talk with you. He was saying that well, you probably know who I am. I'm Hayden Stewart. Here's my headshot.
Oh,
So,
right. Okay, schön. Are you a movie star?
I'm trying to be. The professor said he knew some contacts in America that I could help me out with that. If I
don't know anything about the film industry. I'm a mechanic.
No, he told me to speak. No, he told me to speak to you about doing some flyovers at this location. That if I help out, that would help me get with my career. You know, like the Lexington deal.
You want supplies? You want us to do something for you? You do something for us? That kind of thing?
Yeah. He wants me to send over some of the samples with you because he knows how bad the weathers were when we came over.
Okay.
He brought me in with some of the research. It's very interesting stuff.
Oh, it's book stuff. Boring, but whatever. So you're supposed to report to me or something?
Well, he said you know a bit more about the location with the coordinates, with the second encampment.
The South Pole?
No, the second encampment here.
Here.
And I like city coordinates.
There is the lake camp. That's where we crashed on the way here thanks to that fucking downforce. There is the South Pole, and there is our ship.
No, he mentioned what was the name? I don't remember what the name was. You know the one with the oil container that looks like it could be for a while.
The fuel depot at the South Pole.
Is that where we're going, Lindy?
It is.
We're going to South Pole. Okay,
South
then.
Pole.
We are going South Pole.
You guys, you're going to the South Pole.
Okay. Okay, with I don't know. Okay, South Pole's fucking far.
You deduced that they had flown from the South Pole when they originally landed.
I actually thought I had like another outpost around here somewhere. That they were just like lying about it.
No.
There I go. Yes, the South Pole one.
Take me a few times to guess. Okay, so am I going to have to say everything 3 times? Is that a British thing? Is that we tried to be efficient, so you just I say something, you understand it, and then you say something.
It's been a hard trek. I haven't slept much. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's a lot of light. I get it. You should invest in one of these. And you see he pulls out those like night what are they called? Like the things you put over your eyes at night to make it darker in the room.
Oh yeah, the eye blinds.
Yeah, like a blindfold, like the little night blindfold. He'll pull out. You should get one of these. They will help you sleep here with the strange day-night cycles. Then you could be at peak efficiency.
Yes, of course. Thank you. And
I have extra here. And he'll just kind of put it in your hand, like.
As he puts it in my hand, I'm going to do the equivalent of like, Hail Hydra.
Hail Hitler. Gosh. Okay. Give me just like a charm or persuasion check or fast talk just to see how convincing this is. I just want to see like how Epain was like.
I didn't know. Look, my next character is going to be really great. God, this is
Remember how you
no.
could roll a 10? You could roll another 10.
It's true. Is there any
You
like?
could roll real good.
What's fast talk? Maybe I'm good at fast talk. Maybe I'm good at something.
Can't,
fast
can't
talk like
steal
a-
that melon.
Is fast talk like a specialized skill?
No, it's like your bluff, like lying skill. Here.
Oh yeah, okay. Charm is way better. 10 better actually.
Been better. All right,
Do I get
roll
a
it.
bonus for saying secret
No.
hydro words?
No, I don't know. Oh, okay. So you
So I
very
passed.
conspicuously. Yeah, 94. Yeah, you have 100 charm. That just
Mhm.
oozes out of you naturally. So you basically hail Hydra. He just looks at you. Are you trying to be a double agent or something? Because that's not something the Germans actually say.
Look, it's movies and books. I'm sorry, all right. I'm just.
You should know that the American media and even the British media, it's very biased against Deutschlanders, especially since the war was like 20 years ago. It's just like, look, our new ad campaign involves kittens. It's much happier. It's good.
I love cats. Look, this is my headshot with cats.
That's it. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So you can't just go around saying these things you see in the movies. It's not real.
So I don't get like a pocket, like a pen, or I read this book once where it was like I had this pen and it like shot out this gas. I don't know what's real.
You know, if you drink enough gallons of Ovaltine, you can send in for a little orphan Annie secret decoder ring. And then you can feel like a secret agent. They broadcast the code on the radio sometimes. I think you should stick with that.
So is that like an interview process or? I mean, because I'm a good flyer.
I've seen you fly. You have not crashed. I don't know much about flying, but I know how to keep the ships in the air. I don't do the flying myself. Just don't forget to drink your Ovaltine and just try talking to a German like so, just a person, and not like some weird secret agenda person. Like we're people too.
Right, of course. But you're not a Nazi though, right?
I'm not running for government. I mean, I'm employed, but do you know how hard it is to get a job post-war? There's so much rebuilding.
That's true, right? Well, my number's on the back of the kitty picture. Just
all right. Yeah. All right.
Good talk.
You should get some help. Pats you on the shoulder. And walks to the tower. Baxter, you're able to stand at the top of like the ridge. You see Hayden and spoke with the pilot, exchanged like a piece of paper and a headshot. You see him talking to this guy, like exchange headshots. Hunter, give me an intelligence. I think that'd be strip poker. You gotta be clever to play poker, right? I don't know how to play poker, so we'll call this an inch check.
Right, intelligence.
We'll see if you or Olaf wins, because also Baxter, that's your other view, is that those two playing strip poker. Huh! You win. You got a 72. So you're playing strip poker with Olaf, and you somehow in your insanity, it's like it just the strategy becomes so clear how to win, and you just whoop him in the fastest game of Antarctic strip poker the world has ever seen.
Yeah, best game ever because my bluffs are not actually bluffs.
Yeah. It's the insanity. He doesn't know how to read it. It just throws him completely off. Baxter, so you see that on one side, and Hayden swapping pictures and pieces of paper with the Germans on the other. What are you doing right now?
It's tough to say, because
naked Russian, your guy, paper swapping. One of the Germans is hiding on the airplane because he doesn't want to see the naked Russian. The other one's walking with Hayden towards the tower.
Like, Baxter's just, honestly, she's just looking for anything that can be a service or a help, because this is quite the scene that he's exhibiting right now. Because he obviously doesn't want to go to poker.
No. He didn't hate, like, Hunter won really fast. Like, the poker game's already over. Like, Olaf's getting redressed, and they're reshuffling cards. Like, he wanted a rematch.
Baxter, you feel like you feel like drawing something else?
So Baxter leaves, and I imagine follows Hayden and Rucker up towards the tower.
He's looking for anyone to, like, save him from that now. He's just like, first person he sees, he's beelining.
Yeah, probably Hayden and Rucker back towards the tower. So give me that climb or half dex check plus 20% because there's a rope to make sure you climb down without breaking a leg.
Indeed. Alright. And it's just using climb, right?
Climb or half your dex. So which would be your dodge score?
Thank goodness I have good dodge. So with the dodge, it makes a success.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to. It's not pretty, but you're more just terrified at the prospect of playing strip poker in Antarctica with Hunter and Olaf, and you're just scrabble down that icy ravine to catch up with Hayden, which you do. So Hayden, Baxter, and Rucker get back into the tower. Meanwhile, it's just been you and Miss Lexington, Mr. Reed. What have you two been up to?
Not strip poker. He's been doing a lot of lightly preparations, so I'm probably talking to her a bit, getting to know her, sort of getting to know all of her crazy stories of being an awesome pilot, and sort of asking a lot of questions about. Yeah, and asking a lot of questions about the world at current, because I mean, he's not known it, so
world affairs, so she can tell you all about it. She
he
also socialite, you could say. So she's able to pretty much up on, like, all right, so and so is the queen, so's the king, this is going on. We currently have a, this, that, the other thing. She basically just gives you kind of like the lay about how the world is currently.
Sweet. Yeah, he'd appreciate that. He'd listen to it quite interested.
Way better. A lot colder than you're used to, but sounds way better overall.
Yeah. He just like, oh, there's oceans?
Yeah, the great, big, massive spans of water. We'll see one when we go back to, Australia. We'll be sailing over the ocean, most likely. Then, we'll have to cross the Pacific, get back up to, the United States, of course. And that's where
right.
3 islands are. And then, they've got another 2 in Europe and 1 in Africa. But,
right.
I'll probably stay in New York for a little while after we get back. The press is going to be eating all this up. They're going to just be, like, dying to know what happens here in Antarctica. As this is, this, one of the greatest scientific expeditions of our time.
Of course. And we'll be saving the world, so that'll help.
To lie about a lot of it, due to the fact that I think that people try to come here and see it for themselves, and I just don't see that going very well for a lot of people. People try to do what the Nazis are probably trying to do and just take all that power for themselves, and we just cannot have that.
No, we definitely can't. Do that. I've seen what happens when people do that, and it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
That's terrible.
No, those things sound amazing.
Yeah, well, I'd be more than happy to show you, around the place once we get out of here.
Oh, definitely. No, I'd love to. Depending on what happens, I don't the whole deal will be when we fix this. If I'll end up going back, or it'll change everything, or.
If I was you, I would want to go back. I mean, it sounds a lot nicer here.
I mean, it is. It is. It's very nice here, but I mean, I guess it depends on if it fixes it, right?
I suppose. I should hope it fixes all this.
Well, if it does, then, I mean, I don't see why not. I could stay for a while. I mean, they might not even have a way back. But...
That's very true. Maybe if we fix this here and now, like the whole Nazi eldritch apocalypse of chaos just doesn't even come to fruition.
I'm interested to see what that'll mean, but... maybe it would be bad for me to try and go back. Maybe it'll mess things up more. How would I get into the country, though? I thought they've got laws on that in these days.
Well, I mean, they do have laws, but I have money.
Right.
So,
I mean, that sounds delightful.
They don't need a whole lot.
Well, I mean, I'd be happy
people
to...
opposite government, and they'll just get you no problem.
You do that? Seems like it'd cost a lot of money.
I have more money than I know what to do with, frankly. Besides, I'm making so much just from this expedition alone.
That's a good point. Well, that's lovely of you. Thank you, Miss Lexington. I tell you about my stuff, but it's a bit weird. He says he's still sort of doing his weird shamanistic rituals as he's talking.
Like bring over one of the baskets. Did you need more of this? I see you're making me sick.
Please, yes, that'd be great.
So,
thank you.
Hayden and Baxter and Rucker walk in.
Knock him out.
You knock him out as soon as you walk into the tower.
Yeah.
Give me that fighting brawl, Hayden.
Yeah.
Oh my god. At least it's gone down from I shoot him in the face to I knock him out. I gotta say.
Brain, we need the brain.
We're learning, everyone.
But can my fist shoot him?
Fail.
So, you walk into the tower. You just miss, just whiff. Like, he leans down to tie his shoe. His boot had come unlaced, and you just whiff right above him. He's like, Scheiße, was ist das?
I think I might go to point at him.
You can point a gun at him? Okay.
Don't move. Baxter. Tie his hands up.
Can you tie my boot first?
No, tie his hands first. Don't listen to him.
Just wait.
Oldest trick in the book.
You can tie my hands first, just please don't let me walk up this ramp with a bootlace untied. It's inconvenient.
Let me bootlace.
What do you do, Baxter?
The severe conflict. But do I have stuff that I would be able to tie his hands with?
Got your parka equipment and gear. Hayden definitely used the rope to stop it with the melon. You little fiend.
She's not looking. Go.
Miss. She's like, I'm gonna be all sweet, and then like, shh, no, I'm onto you. Sorry. So Baxter, yeah, you've got like, you could makeshift something to tie up him with.
Yeah,
I
guess. And he just got he got his like hands up.
Mm-hmm. And his bootlace in front of him.
The cat cut me up. Give me a moment.
She wants this. She's just dying for some melon.
Yeah, I guess I would just slowly as he got his hands up, just slowly just like cop style, just break his hands down by his like if he doesn't show resistance.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's got a gun pointed at him.
And I'll just take a rope from my bag and just try to tie a knot.
Yeah. Give me just a dex check to see how good of a knot you tie.
Alrighty.
Tie a real good knot. Will you tie his boot for him as well?
I guess it's my dex is 75, so that's an absolute success.
Alright. So you tie his hands behind his back, and then you tie his bootlace for him. He's stuck.
But it's like almost in one motion.
Uh-huh. His hands move so fast. And then he says, "Are you people all crazy?"
I walk over to him and I'm gonna like point a gun in his face and I'm gonna be like, "We know the truth. We know the truth with the professor. We know the German uprising is happening." I'm like ridiculously close to his face.
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Could we hear this?
You can probably hear. I imagine Hayden's not being quiet and in his face. So.
Okay.
Oh no, I know Hayden.
All right, cool. So I'll take the handgun, get it kind of in my pocket, and just kind of take a walk down and see what they're doing.
Acacia starts to walk out with you, and then she says Hayden's got his gun out. She turns on her heel, walks back in.
Might be wise, Miss Lexington. Hayden, what's going on?
We have this guy here who might know more about the German encampment.
All right. Hello, sir.
Works
My name
with
is Ash
Professor.
Reed. And what is going on here?
Where did you come from, sis?
It's a long explanation, and I don't want to really pull into it right now, but I think we'll talk about it later, once we've calmed down the situation.
Yeah,
Now,
he's just looking at the gun.
Those details about that camp, he says, and sort of gives him an eye, like, just go along.
Is this the South Pole camp?
No, the other one, you know, that one.
Sure.
Good. Okay. We just need some details on that, and why don't you come in and we'll get sat down, we'll, I don't know, have some rations and have a chat.
Yeah.
How about we all just put the guns down and calm down a little?
Why are you acting so
Does that sound,
calm,
Hayden?
Ash?
Hmm?
He knows about the German camp.
He might do. And that might be due to the fact that he's a German and therefore has been to their camps. But what I'd say is that we bring him in and we have a chat, Hayden. There's more of us than there is him. He's not going to try and escape, is he?
Nope. 9 eyes. I am tied up.
And
And
if you try to escape, we'll put the go on you.
Exactly.
The sheep.
The sheep. Ziggy.
right. Why am I suddenly Irish? I'm just turned into Ash Reed.
It's contagious.
Yes.
It's alright, I keep accidentally going Cornish, so... I'm going like, I'm really Irish right now, but I'm going down to my farm and I'll be alright, so...
Alright, yeah, no, I said we are in Antarctica and I cannot fly a plane. There's no way I am running anywhere.
Of course, and I think we should keep that in mind, Hayden. The one that can fly right now reliably is yourself. Lexington needs a rest.
Pat him down.
You find your headshot. You see he's patting down and he pulls out a headshot from his pocket. And then he finds some tools. He's got a tool belt. He's got a packet of cigarettes. He's got a lighter. He's got he's got a picture with his family in there.
Throw it on the ground.
Okay.
Oh.
And I say, you can keep the headshot, don't worry.
So yeah, Baxter And Ash definitely witnessed, like, cigarettes, lighter. You can keep the headshot. Puts it back in. There's his family picture to the ground.
Yeah, Ash's eyes will wander over to Baxter's and just look at him like concerned visibly.
Same face on Baxter's own Ash.
What is
It's
like,
like-
insanity, by the way? I'm just curious. Is it like
26.
okay?
It's
Yeah,
stressful.
he's
Everything
stressed.
is so stressed.
He's stressed. Oh boy. All right,
Lost his rock.
I didn't know.
All he knows is that the German army is coming and he can't trust anyone.
Yeah.
He works with them.
He can't even trust himself. He thinks himself a double agent.
So yeah, he'll get up on his feet and he's got his hands tied behind his back. He's like, "All right, Phil, take me away then to your interrogation, questioning.
Just to chat.
All right, I am good for chat. This is
Amazing.
good. All right.
Right then.
good. All
Let's go on in and get ourselves sat down and have a good chat.
right. So you walk into like one of the rooms.
Yeah.
There's like some rugs on the floor, some of the reed mats that have been woven. Kind of sit him down. There's one of the stone light bulbs just hanging above the ceiling. All the other lights, you guys turn off all the other lights. It's just the lone stone bulb hanging above him, interrogation style. A dim blue
Swinging
light
back and
flickers
forth
hazily. Yeah. He's sitting here looking around. He's looking around everything like this place is weird. And then he's looking at y'all like, he's like, so what did you want to ask me?
So we have to get a bit more information and confirmation on the layout of general German encampments, on expeditions and the like. If you could help with that.
Oh, sure. I know a little bit about the German encampment, yeah?
Brilliant. Do you still have that map?
Yeah, you guys have the map.
Yeah. He's more asking Hayden, like, oh, do we have it?
Do we have the map?
Yes.
I wonder where it is. And he's like, oh, right. Do you remember where it is, Hayden? I think my mind is slipping. It's been all the magic, you know?
Right.
You
It's
go
the
and get
only
that
lost
for us.
one stand of me getting all those spells already.
Yeah, I can get that. I should get Siggy as well, just in case.
That'd be a good idea. You bring Ziggy down here.
Right.
All right.
I'll go.
You keep going, brave soldier.
I leave.
Alright. So Hayden leaves to get the map and Ziggy. He's definitely not chewing on the map. And it's just Baxter, Ash, and Rucker in here.
So I'm gonna look at Baxter, and then he's just gonna go. He waits like 10 seconds.
Yeah, you hear the footsteps recede down the hall.
What the fuck is that? What in the world is going on with that man? He seemed lovely. Then he's holding a gun to a man's face, throwing his whole family's photos down on the ground and saying, hey, you can keep your head shut. What's happening?
Acacia Lexington's in the corner just like,
Baxter, is he or is he not a double agent?
He's certainly not a double agent. He's
Are you
a
sure
man-
about that?
how can you be so sure? He's just giving
Listen,
shots
I
left
worked
and
with
right.
Hayden before. When his mind is set on something, he's basically a man on a mission. He'll take anything and any precaution to make it happen, to make it to his way.
Right,
That's why
okay.
I did. That's why I
Including
didn't
betraying Queen and Country. I think it'd be King and Country this year, actually. So King and Country.
He's not a betrayer. It's not in
That's
him.
right.
But
Shot
I know-
Jay in the leg.
He did.
you
I think
lived.
he'd- And I think he'd do it again. I only got one more good leg.
Your legs are just fine, Miss Lexington.
I made the mistake of looking at it, bro.
I swear, you saw that. You saw what happened. I was intoxicated, and I even saw what happened. Dr. Johann was standing right there, stock still 10 feet in front of him, and he was just bang, bang, bang my leg. He couldn't hit the man once. You could give a monkey a pistol, he can hit a stock still target once.
I try not to take offense to that comment.
Oh, well, you do have a point, Miss Lexington, but I think that more importantly...
And this whole time, the German is just sitting there like...
Okay,
so
right, so we need to figure this out, because Hayden is going to be going
I'm not ruling out double agent just yet.
No, not rule that out. I think that's on the back burner, but I'll trust Baxter for now. He's channeling his cartoons. He's a good man, and we'll go from there. So, Baxter, how do we deal with Hayden? I'm no psychiatrist. I'm nothing like that. I can't do head things.
Also, I just have a question. 3 of y'all went out there, and 3 of y'all came back.
That's a good
But
point.
one of them wasn't Mr. Hunter. What happened? Did Hayden shoot him too? What happened there?
Oh, that's a good point. He might be a double agent. He killed Hunter.
He did not come back with Mr. Morel.
Baxter, did he kill Hunter?
You have to know that safety of the group at large is in danger here.
Right. Well, that's good. That's good to hear that he didn't do that. Where is Hunter? That's my second worry now. In fact, I think I'm more worried about that one. That face does not give me confidence, Baxter.
That does not give me confidence. Did Hayden not need to kill him? Did he have an accident out there on the ice? You can be honest with us, Baxter.
It was
Don't tell us all.
It's not an accident on Hayden's part. Sorry.
I'm
You're
sure
asking a lot of questions to me right now.
There's a lot going on, Mr. Wiggins.
Certainly. Now, I understand everyone's concerns. I'm trying to do my best here. Hayden is just simply a man on a mission. Hunter is slowly on the levels of insanity. But at this moment, before we just resort to finger pointing, because finger pointing results into gun pointing. And when this results in gun pointing...
We don't want gun pointing. That's how people get shot.
Yes, so stop with the finger pointing.
I ain't pointing no fingers. I am just producing a logical series of connections that seem to deduce that Mr. Stewart might be a double agent.
And I state mine as I've worked with Hayden for a good while now. I do not foresee it in assaults. Now, I respect your point of view. I see your point of view. So, I am also not discounting this as a possibility.
All right.
So, let's make a deal. Let's keep watch of our men.
Oh, wait.
Because...
Which would be good if you could tell us where Mr. Merrill is. Can't keep a watch if we don't know where they are. If you won't tell us, are you in cahoots with him? Are you both double agents?
It was
Baxter's good.
Except for the double agents.
the last I
That's
saw.
true. He does draw.
The last I saw Hunter, he was playing strip poker. He invited me, and I got away.
He was
I'm sorry, what?
He was in the cahoots of a strip poker game. He invited me. I got out.
out
Before-
out
said
there.
no.
Yes.
In the Antarctic air. He's gonna get frostbite.
This is priceless. This is priceless. This is what it's come to.
I wish I could make this up. I swear this is my own observation of the absolute truth.
No, it's fine. I understand. This is rather comical, though. Gotta say, we're all here trying to save the world, and he's like, "Hey, let's get naked."
Who is he playing strip poker with? I believe you that he is playing strip poker. That seems like something he would do in his current state of being, but who on earth would be crazy enough to consent to that kind of sport in this weather?
How much do you know about Australians?
I know a good bit about Australians. I have been to Australia several times.
We have a fellow Australian that issued the challenge.
Was that the one you left guarding the plane? That crazy Russian man who had relocated to Australia?
Right. He is Russian. I forgot.
Okay, well, I suppose that makes sense. In a very strange sort of fashion. But we have... Okay, now that we know that they're just naked on the ice, we should attend to the matter at hand here of... And she gestures to Rucker, who's just still just like looking like watching a tennis match, just watching you all talk amongst yourselves.
Right. I'll do it. And Baxter will go to untie his knots.
Okay, so you'll untie him? Alright.
Yeah. Business is done here. Baxter does not see a reason to keep this man tied.
What is going on? I am very confused. You people all seem insane.
So, I do have German as a language.
You do?
Am I
I
able to
assumed you
speak back to
would.
him?
Yeah, you would be able to speak back to him. He's just muttering. He's like... Hunters.
So he will speak.
He basically says that, like, Hunter and Hayner's asking for a punch in the face, just swinging at him unprovoked. Like, what on earth is going on here? They're all going crazy.
Yeah.
He's just befuddled and has no idea why everyone's attacking him.
That's fair. He will speak back in German and just basically be like, I understand it's confusing. I know that it is a very strange time right now, and there's a lot going on, and two of these people have very shattered minds, but they're still trying to help us and do something great. We'll explain it to you in time. For now, let us calm down. We'll explain everything to you.
And at that point, Baxter had finished untying him, and he's just...
Yeah.
kind of stretches, arms his wrists a bit, and says... he says back to you in German, Ash. He goes, you must be Herr Reed. Ashley
Yes.
Reed?
Ashley Reed, yes.
You are not supposed to be here.
How do you know that?
Yeah, you also never told him your name. Unless
Yeah,
somebody
exactly.
else-
That's what he's like. Baxter, get your gun.
And he says that, and you see he reaches up by the hood of his parka and peels off his face. And underneath it is a tentacle-faced being. And he says, turns to you, Baxter, and in a voice you recognize as, Sir, there's no need for weaponry here.
No.
And you hear Bob, your butler. And that is where we're gonna leave today's session.
It's been a long time coming, that one.
Yeah.
I see.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Just like proving Hayden right, you know. Like, Hayden, I believe all of the craziness. Go ahead.
I knew it.
From now on, we shoot anybody who he says to shoot in the face. New rule.
Bob has been with you this whole time.
Yeah, he's been loyal. Well, he's been with you guys.
With you guys. Only Ash knows he's not supposed to be here in German. So, well, I guess Acacia would know too. She's confused. She speaks German. But anyways, we'll get to all of what happens about that next week on Beyond the Mountains of Madness. Da, da, da. You guys wondered Bob went. Guess what? He was there. Rip original Rucker. But anyways, we're going to go around, cast and crew, say who we are, where we can find you online, and your favorite moment from today's game. Let's start with our artist of the hour, Mr. Wiggins. How are you doing?
I think this is one of the most Baxter's ever talked in this.
I know.
Anyway, I'm Cup 64. I My camera went really fuzzy. There we go. I'm from the CD4. I play the character Baxter Wiggins. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch under the same name, Grump64. Favorite part? There's so many, but if I absolutely had to pick one, I just absolutely love the moment Baxter finally sees Goop and then like having like a conversation with it and making friends with it.
Mm-hmm. Goop's a very reasonable individual.
Yeah, I mean, look at the guy.
He's so cute. Little Goop. Yeah. So awesome. How about our resident, currently the craziest person on the roster, Jimmersion, how are you doing?
Yeah, I am Jimmersion, Hunter Merrill. So far, he's been keeping everything under his rather well-trained military discipline, and this being not his first rodeo. But all that has been quickly stripped away, and we're finding out what Hunter is at his core, and then we're going to probably blow right past that also. His favorite moment would be Ziggy Starsheep. I think Ziggy's got a lot more to play, and a lot more to do, and what's going to happen here, and Hunter is all for it right now. Weeks ago, it'd have been, he probably tried to shoot him first thing, but now he's on board all the way. So we'll see what happens.
Awesome. Yes, I was definitely not anticipating Ziggy, but things happen. So, we'll see where that one goes. But let's move on over to Row Restarter, our potential traitor of the hour.
God, if only if it was true, right? That would be a great, double play. You've been right on along. But no, yeah, super fun episode. Us getting into the crazy every now and again. My favorite part was Lexington's breakdown. It's been like, I think he's a double agent. This your constant ripping into me. Jeez, Lily.
She's not completely sane. She's just one of the more sane people here. And she was wasted when you shot her in the leg. So it was really just a series of, this is her perspective, and you've just been the unfortunate person in each of those instances and circumstances. And you even at the German restaurant when she was meeting with the Germans. So, goes way back. But yeah.
No, right? It's layers to this. But I'm Progress Stars. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, all under the same name. Super fun being here. And you're coming to next week.
Yes, next week we'll hopefully have a little cup of Joe back with us, where she can pop into the middle of these shenanigans. She is, I don't even know what she's gonna think about what all happened this week. But you guys have the basis of the plan. And speaking of the man with some of the plan, we've got a Holotale.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, no, amazing as usual. Really enjoyed it, and it's pretty good. And I'm a Holotale. Really enjoyed playing Ash today as well. The new character's been a blast to play. It's good to kind of throwing him in and seeing everybody's states, and then him just being like, right, I see why the past was bad. But aside from that, I've had quite a few good moments. I think my favorite moments, there's far too many in this game, but I think everything to do with Hayden and the double agent, and everything to do with him attempting to fast talk them around and be like, I'm totally one of you, here's my headshot, was amazing. And I also really loved some of the moments that I've had, my character specifically with Baxter today. It's been kind of fun to keep sharing those looks and just having those moments of please explain.
Awesome. And where can we find you online?
Yeah, so I'm a Holotale. You can find me on Twitter at a Holotale or on YouTube at Hollowtail, where I do GM tip videos, I do the streams as well, and I also do a load of lore videos and a couple of other random bits and bobs. You can also find me on Twitch, where I do streams. I've just finished up a Mass Effect stream last night with some very cool sci-fi YouTuber people, and that is going to be going up on the YouTube in about a week from now. And also, there is a Victorian survival horror game in a post-apocalyptic world that I'm running, which will be on Saturday, which features at least 2 members of the cast who are currently here, which has some very spicy drama coming up. So, yeah, come over to my channel on Twitch if you want to check that out on Saturday.
Thanks again for having me. I'm hyped about that. Yes, I think all of us, except for Frozen Crumpler here, are going to be in that on Saturday. So I'm hyped and excited. And yeah, that'll be great. I'm Lindy. You can find me online at LaughLoveLindy on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I play in quite a few games. Busy month, but hopefully got some fun announcements for things happening next month. We will have to see. It's been super hella crazy, but I just have a blast DMing you guys every week with Cthulhu shenanigans. Today was improv of Cthulhu. And I had a blast, and can't wait to get to some, Nazi beatings next week, because y'all got the plan, you've taken the time, you've rested, you're pretty much ready to go. So at least we'll have Little Cup of Joe with us for that. But we'll see you all next week, everybody. Thank you for watching so much for Tentacle Tuesday. Try not to roll too many nat ones, because we want to be there laughing when you do. I think that's the slogan. I'm so bad at this. Okay, bye, guys!
You did it, Lindy. You did it.
I tried so hard.